Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 7 District Sports Club here in Ajman for another wonderful encounter lined up for all of us who are looking forward for a wonderful game here. Emirates Blues will be taking on Ajman here for the second match of the day. As we all are waiting, it's a wonderful atmosphere, beautiful scenes out here in the middle. We've witnessed a wonderful match and looking forward for the second game of the evening. Match number 28, Emirates Blues taking on Ajman. Well, we do not have much time on our hands. Let's head down straight to the sideline where I've got Ahmed Khwaja with the starcast for the all-important toss.
Toss time for match number 28 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 2024 powered by Fancode. I have the two captains alongside me here on the sidelines. Leading Emirates Blues, we have, well, a welcome return for Akif Raja leading the side. Of course, the captain of Team Ajman, Adnan Ul Mulk, and our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. It's going to be Blues to flip the coin. Heads is the call. Tails it is. Akif Raja, welcome back. Toss जीते हैं, क्या फैसला किया?
पहले बॉलिंग करेंगे.
अच्छा, इस विकेट को देख के क्या लगता है कि सेफ स्कोर होगा चेस करना सेकंड इनिंग्स पे?
हाँ, आपको पता है कि बाद में ड्यू पड़ती है तो मेरे ख्याल में फिर बॉल अच्छा आता है तो इसीलिए पहले बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं.
और ऑफ कोर्स हांगकांग सिक्सेस का आपका एक्सपीरियंस रहा, कैसा रहा, उसके बारे में कुछ बताइए.
बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था. वो बचपन में टेप बॉल खेलते थे, उसकी याद दिलाई है उसने.
बॉलिंग वाली टेप बॉल याद आई है, बैटिंग वाली टेप बॉल याद आई?
नहीं, ऑब्वियसली उसमें भी बचना होता था, इसमें भी बचना था. बैटिंग के लिए भी अच्छा था कि उसमें छिके ही छिके थे बस.
बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर दिस गेम.
थैंक यू.
Adnan, unfortunately lost the coin flip. If you had won it, what would you have done?
We would look to ball first actually because we batted well. We batted yesterday, didn't go too well, so we would like try to change it. But it's a toss, nothing we can do about it.
Now it's a bit of a must-win scenario for Ajman, and honestly, that's the way you play your best cricket, I feel.
Yeah, that's true actually. When our backs are against the wall, that's where the best comes out of us, and all the boys know it. The 11 playing 11 will give our best today.
Any changes?
Yeah, Lopreet is injured. He's out, and we got a youngster in Faiz.
Faiz Nakhwa. Okay, best of luck for the game.
Thank you.
Right then, news from the sideline. Emirates Blues have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first.
Well, that's the ever-smiling Ahmed Khwaja confirming from his side that Emirates Blues opting to bowl for a good toss to win. Let's have a look at the points table. Abu Dhabi leading at the top, 14 points for them. Sharjah right behind them, 12 points for them. Emirates Blues 8, Fujairah 8, Ajman 6 and 6. So it's going to be a good contest, a must-win game for Team Ajman. Let's have a look at both the lineups for Team Ajman. Adnan Ul Mulk, Aywas Ahmed, Isam, Faiz Nakhwa, Hamdan Tahir, Hamad Ahmed, Muhammad Ismail, Sagir Mayar, Sohaib Khan, Vaibhav Vaswani and Wajid Khan will conclude the playing 11. And for Team Emirates Blues,
Afaq Shahid there, you got Ahmed Tariq, the classy Ahmed Tariq, Harshad, Seth, Imran Ayaz, Kamran Atta, he's been in very good form, Mohsen Mohammed, Nasir Faraz, Raja Akif, Ullah Khan, good to see him come back, Shakib, Shahrukh Ahmed and Usaid Amin.
Well, this was going to be a good contest. We've just witnessed a close one. There's due factor definitely involved. Winning the toss without any hesitation, opting to bowl first is the skipper of Emirates Blues, Akif Raja, who's just come back from international duties, was part of Hong Kong Sixers, and now this will be a completely different ball game altogether. Asghar, coming from Hong Kong Sixers to a T20 format, he'll have to adjust to the conditions out here.
Excellent start. The first thing, they won the toss, and in these conditions they have opted to bowl first, which is a great move. Talking about Akif Raja, well, he's got loads and loads of experience. Yes, conditions far different than what it was in Hong Kong, but he's been very, very familiar and very, very successful under these conditions as well. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful contest, and he'll be looking to make early inroads with that brand new ball.
Well, he loves that kookaburra, isn't it? And one bowler who can move the ball two ways, in swingers and out swingers. Watch out for it. He's been absolutely immaculate with his lines and lengths, and definitely would want to go big right in the power play.
crucial stage of the game. That new ball, both openers of Ajman, they really need to get off to a good start here. After the debacle and their struggles with the bat yesterday, bowled out for 118, they'll be looking to get things rolling here. And you need that extra bit of cushion of 15 to 20 runs, especially when you're batting first under these conditions with the dew in mind. I think it really depends a lot on the openers. Here we go with the first delivery. Akif steaming in. Starts off with a full toss, driven straight back to mid-off.
We still managed to find that swing in the air, Akif Raja. A wonderful bowler up against Hamdan Tahir and Adnan. And as you rightly pointed out, those extra cushion of 15-20 runs will give that contingency for the batting team. And in fact, they would be looking for a definite win here, Team Ajman, Asghar.
You need to win both their games.
Beautiful. Low full toss straight to the fielder. No damage done. Just not getting the connection right there, Adnan.
Couple of full tosses and he's got away with it. Adnan normally push them away, but just early on in the piece, those two deliveries, he'll be touch disappointed. At least one of them should have went for a boundary.
Absolutely. And I'm quite perplexed, and I must ask you this question. When you have players, Akif did mention at the toss, we'll come to it shortly, about the adaptation to different formats of the game. Beautiful Yorker. Just a single that will get their first runs on board for Team Ajman.
Again, bowling attacking length. He's looking for swing there. So far, he's been touch fuller side. Couple of low full tosses. Again, that delivery was right up there. Just needs the length to be a little bit shorter and draw them forward.
Yeah, that's exactly what Akif Raja would be looking for. You know, he's just returned from the Hong Kong. So it's a different format, 6-over game. You get belted to maximums, and you need to stay away. But he just mentioned is comparing it to a tape ball game, quite similar, isn't it, Asghar?
Well, he's played a lot of cricket, and that's comes in very handy. That experience. Hamdan on strike. Use of the feet. What a shot! That is some shot from Hamdan Tahir. Was knocked over yesterday by Zohair Iqbal. First ball duck. Have a look at that for confidence.
But that's the intent that you've got to show. The best form of defense is to attack, and that's exactly what he's done. A good looking shot straight down the carpet. I will fetch him a boundary.
I'm sure Akif Raja will not like that. That sort of response. And the opener straight away using his feet and smashing you past you. This will be a very good delivery round the wicket. He's changed the angle immediately. That's where the experience comes into play from Akif.
A beautiful comeback, magnificent delivery. And talking about the skipper Adnan Ul Mulk, he did mention, when you're up against in a situation like this, you need to get the best out of you, and that's what they would be looking at. Get those good runs on board to stay alive in this D20 contest tournament.
Absolutely. Again uses his feet, and that has gone through here from Kamranatha, and it's going to be 4 byes. It's all happening in the first over.
Well. Kamranatha slightly sloppy on that occasion. We've seen that in the previous encounters as well. That's one area that he's got to work at. A lot of runs being leaked behind the stumps. That should have been stopped. You've got to have your eyes on the ball and straight down the boundary. 4 extras added to the tally. End of over number 1. 9 for no loss.
It's going to be Mohsen sharing the new ball. Oh, good delivery. You've seen few balls just staying down. Maybe this is a little bit of weird here. Second game of the evening. So they're just staying down a little here.
Kept a bit low. You're absolutely right on that occasion. But no feet movement whatsoever coming in from Adnan Mulk. Look at that. Just trying to go towards the extra cover region. But I think that was a good delivery coming in from Mohsin.
Predominantly an in-swing bowler, but when he gets it to just hold his line, that's where it becomes so dangerous as he's steaming in. Oh, straying onto the pads, nicely whipped away. The square leg does a good job, Nasser Faraz there.
You can't afford to bowl that to Adnan ul Mulk. Is quite strong to the square of the wicket on the onside. Anything onto the pads, he'll cash on that opportunity. Good to see Hamdan Tahir showing the aggressive intent. He's got to play that aggressive role whilst Adnan can play the second fiddle.
Absolutely. But I think once they get their eye in, I think both need to go hard in the power play. They need a decent total, at least somewhere around 170, 180 to really apply that pressure on Emirates Blues. This is in the air. This could be a simple chance. Akif Raja underneath that one and he's dropped it. Can you believe it? What a let off for Hamdan Tahir.
Well, Akif Raja usually has a safe pair of hands. Well, and unfortunately, he's grasped it. You don't get to see that often from Akif Raja. Leading straight up in the air. Had ample amount of time to come underneath the ball. And he's grasped it.
I'm not sure it really touched his hands as well. It is banged on his chest. Oh, lovely. Lovely shot from Adnan Al Mulk. Straying onto the path, second time in this over. This time is creamed him through mid-wicket.
Unlucky on the previous occasion, but he's capitalized on this opportunity that he's got. Absolutely brilliant. As mentioned earlier, you've got to be mindful of the line that you're bowling to Adnan Al Mulk. Anything onto the leg, he'll punish you all day and all night long.
Lovely shot. Beautifully flicked away. Mohsin just getting a little greedy. Going for that big booming in swinger. The line needs to be round off stump. That's a lot better. Hit hard into the square on the offside. A dot ball.
Hurried on to him on that occasion. But the good thing is for team Ajman, when you get runs from both the ends, it definitely gives you the confidence, and they can definitely have communication amongst them in the event. If you're actually struggling, you might as well just nudge it down, pick up a single, let the other batter who's in form take over it.
Both showing great intent, and Hamdan got a little lucky, but that's how the game is. Fortune favors the brave. Pitched up delivery. Another dot ball. Good finish from Mohsin. 15 without loss after 2 overs.
Mohsin, Akif Raja to continue. Beautiful delivery, good line, good channel. He'll be touch disappointed after that drop. Akif Raja would definitely want to come back and pick up the price scalp of Hamdan Tahir.
That's where the mental strength and the experience will definitely come in. He'll be telling himself, just forget about it and right now focus on honing in around off stump and do the magic with the ball.
Absolutely, yeah. Good looking shot, equally well fielded. Coming back to the discussion, although you definitely would want to forget that, but subconsciously, Asghar, it does run in your mind that you've actually dropped a sitter, And this is where the experience comes in. When you play so much of cricket, you can actually get over it comfortably.
Yeah. Being a quality player, I think that mental side of the game is always something that they're able to cope up with such moments. It's about living in the present. What happened is past now. He's got to concentrate and hit the right areas with the ball. Good short pitch delivery. That was quick as well. One of the over is the signal from the umpire.
You're talking about it. We've noticed that even at the international podium, when you have dropped catches, let's have a look at the delivery. Half tracker pitched up, is able to generate that pace. Akif Raja, especially when you have players coming from the Asian continent, it does run subconsciously behind your back. Just trying to go heave towards the mid-wicket region, not getting the timing right. Adnan Ul Mulk already faced 10 deliveries. Power play, you definitely would want to score as many as possible.
Yeah, he's trying his bit here and definitely looking to break free, but Akif Raja magnificent in this over, hitting the hard length areas. Just one run of the 4 deliveries. Excellent stuff from Akif.
Walks down the wicket, trying to improvise something. Adnan Ul Mulk. This is some good stuff coming in from Akif Raja, using all his experience.
Hitting the right areas. Excellent over. Just have a feeling that something has got to give here. There's enough pressure. Akif Raja has been able to build in this over. And Ajman, they know that dew is a big factor. So they need that big score on the board. That can create a chance here. Last ball of the 3rd over.
Yet again, beautiful delivery, nibbing into the left-hander. A good end to the over. End of over number 3. Ajman are 17 for no loss. Change in the bowling. We've seen Shakib, quite impressive in the previous encounters. Has been a good addition to the team. Emirates Blues has been given the responsibility. In comes Shakib. Well, that's been skied up in the air. Fielder settling underneath it, and this time around, Nasir Faraz takes a good catch.
Shakib is a very useful bowler and straight away making an impact here. Hard length, got a little bit of extra bounce. The shot was on, but Adnan Ul Mulk couldn't really control it. Fair delivery, no trouble whatsoever there. Into the surface, and he wanted to hit it for 6. Man was back, posted at square leg. Nasir Faraz with a wonderful catch. Made it look simply quite easy. Adnan departs 17 for 1.
"17 for 1. Succumbing to the pressure, Adnan Ul Mulk has given away his wicket. Shakib, brilliant first delivery yet again, nibbing into the right-hander, hitting the deck really hard, enjoying a stint out there, I would say, Shakib Asghar.
A wonderful prospect. He's bowled really well in this tournament, and he's going to mix it up as well. That was the first delivery of the spell, just short of length, and Adnan really wanted to get underneath that one and hit it all the way. And very good catch at the end from Nasser Faraz.
He's got safe pair of hands, Nasser Faraz. Beautiful delivery, subtle change in the pace. Not reading that quite well, Sohaib. And this has been a good over so far.
Once again, Ajman, top order, is struggling here to get going. Wonderful length, and that front foot went nowhere. Caught on the crease. It's Suhaib. Beautiful outswinger.
Onto the pads. No damage done. It's taking a bit of time. The question is, can you afford to do that? Well, it's a must-win game, and you need to get going.
Absolutely. We had a feeling that last over Akif Raja built enough pressure, and one of these two had to go for it. Adnan perished in that process to break the shackles here. I think they can afford to rotate the strike a little better here. Don't allow those dot balls to build that extra bit of pressure.
Well, Shakib just not doing anything fancy. Sticking to his basics, ensuring no width on offer, bowling stump to stump channels has been an impressive over so far. And Hamdan Tahir, as senior statesman for Ajman, will have to take the responsibility. And as you rightly mentioned, when you're actually struggling out there, you might as well just nudge, get a single or a double, get off strike, let the other batter handle it.
And that also puts the bowler off their length as well. This time he gets through. At least couple there for Suhaib to get off the mark. And the 4 overs, 19 for 1, Ajman.
जल्दी रखो जरा जल्दी जल्दी रखेंगे
19 for 1 after 4 overs. It's going to be Mohsin to continue. Hamdan Tahir was dropped early on of his bowling. Solidly played back down the pitch.
The bowler does get dejected when you create that opportunity in the power play, and that's been grasped, and especially coming in from a senior statesman. He'll be touch disappointed with that, but you've got to forget that, move on. And I think Hamdan is the key for Team Ajman. He's the backbone for the team to get their team to a formidable total.
Need a big score from him. Drives with confidence, but doesn't find the gap.
Singles and doubles are a must. Dot deliveries will hurt you badly, and especially in a power play. He's got a packed offside field. He's got deep third and deep square leg patrolling outside the 30-yard circle. Not much of pace on offer from Mohsin, but he's able to swing it both ways. The intent is right, the connection is good, but the ball finally, I reckon they will have a double check. I think it's a boundary.
Ahmed Tariq slightly wrong-footed and just maybe, yeah, it is trickled to the boundary cushion for a boundary. So Hamdan Tahir, the pressure was building, and given the charge, didn't got out of the center of the bat, but they all count.
You need that a bit of luck, isn't it, Asghar? When things are not going your way, one streaky boundary here and there probably can change the fortunes at times. And I think Hamdan Tahir will certainly look for something towards the onside. Good shot. Good connection. Bisecting the fielders, racing towards the boundary ropes. Will find the fence. 2 boundaries on the trot for Hamdan Tahir.
Firstly, picks the length with great skill, and secondly, knows where the gaps are. That's a very good shot from Hamdan Tahir. Touch of width there, and very strong square of the wicket. Played with open face as well. Hard square cut from Hamdan. Much needed boundaries coming in for Ajman. 8 runs of the first 2 deliveries. One feels that they need one big over to just change the momentum. This could be the over.
Absolutely. One good over in a T20 format can definitely have that pendulum shift. Well, that was a good delivery. And that's in fact called a wide for the height.
Yeah, digged in short, and it just had a little bit of tennis ball bounce and just balloon over the head. Good leave from Hamdan Tahir. A very good call. Easy call for the umpire. That's another run added to the tally of Ajman. Move on to 28. The remaining 1.2 overs. Rizwanur Rahman. One feels they need 10 to 15 runs at least to just shift the momentum. It gives him the charge. This is outstanding footwork and a great shot from Hamdan Tahir. All the way for 6. He's putting Mohsen under a lot of pressure.
He's definitely putting up a show here. Walking down the wicket, getting the connection right, everything right of that shot from Hamdan Tahir. And he's played towards the long off region for a maximum. I beg your pardon, towards the long on region for a maximum.
Great use of the feet. Nothing wrong with the delivery. That's something you need to do. Limited overs cricket at times when someone is bowling well enough, but you just can't allow them to bowl. You got to make your length, and certainly he's done that with great effect here. Hamdan Tahir is looking in good form.
Full toss. Low full toss straight to the fielder. No damage done. A dot ball to finish the over. 5 overs gone. 34 for 1.
ठीक है गुड ओवर था नेवर माइंड शाबा
Shakib will continue, and why not? Picked up a wicket in his first over. Beautiful delivery. Straight to the fielder. Well, Shoaib will have to get off strike. Let Hamdan Tahir do the talking, especially when you have those last 5 deliveries of the power play left. You might want to cash on as much as possible, but ensuring you don't lose a wicket as well. Wickets in hand will definitely be the key for Team Ajman. Played off the back foot straight to the point fielder. They still managed to sneak a single.
This is a very important over. Back end of the power play. Hamdan is looking really good, and he's prepared to take those chances. But at the same time, that might induce a chance for Amber's Blues. 4 deliveries remaining. He will definitely look to take him on here.
We will have to. He's just got to make sure those calculated risks are taken. Can't afford to lose a wicket here. When you have the score is as well not at the desired stage that you would want to. Good delivery, straight down the ground, bisecting the long on region, and that has hit the fence. That's a boundary for Hamdan. I thought for a second they've managed to pull it back, but Hamdan Tahir finds the fence yet again.
Glorious straight drive. Pitched up. Have a look at the footwork. Didn't try to hit it hard. Leant on it. Tremendous footwork and great technique. Lovely balance. That is one of the hardest shots to play in cricket. That straight drive. If you can play it like that, it really puts you in a different league. This time, use of the feet. He's gone all of it. That is a big one. What a way for Hamdan Tahir. He's playing a blinder here.
Well, that is smoked out of the ground, right of the middle of the bat, right in front of the commentary team here. What a good looking shot that is. Well, he's stamping his authority, Hamdan Tahir.
Lovely use of the feet. The previous delivery, he's played it from the crease. It was a foolish delivery this time. He knew that bowler is going to go back to that length where he can use his feet. He's single-handedly changing the momentum of this game. And that drop catch may go on to really hurt Embers Blues.
It's going to haunt you down. As long as Hamdan Tahir is out in the middle, all of a sudden you can see the change of momentum. Watchfully played, rightly so. Got those 11 runs in the over. You do not want to take any more risks out there. Still a decent score, a slow and steady start, but Hamdan Tahir is turning the tables around here.
More importantly, they've just lost that one wicket. That's also a factor here. 45 is not a bad start, considering you see off the new ball with the dew kicking in against the spinners through the middle and the latter stages. They have wickets in hand, they can really accelerate.
Spot on. That's experience for you. Asghar Khan in the com box. Well, leading edge and over the wicket keeper. We'll have to wait for the umpire's call. That's a maximum. A wonderful end to the power play.
Fortune favours the brave. That was not required from Shakib to bang it in short with fine leg up in the circle. That's a big top edge. And it sailed way back. All the way over keeper's head for 6. Perfect way to end the power play. 51 for 1 after 6. "51 for 1. That power play started off with Hamdan Tahir stamping his authority. Adnan played a nice flick through mid-wicket before he was dismissed. At that stage, they were struggling to get going, but Hamdan Tahir had different ideas. Using his feet. Oh, that was a delightful square cut. And that was a biggie as well. That was a shot of the innings for me. Lovely orthodox drive, followed up by a big hit through mid-wicket, and that last delivery it was a bit of a top edge, but he will take it. 51 for 1, and that's the signal from Nadeem Anjum, the umpire. The conclusion of that power play. Rizwanur Rahman, that's the field at the moment. Now they got that cushion for that extra bit of field. The fielders goes out on the boundary. This one, aerial from Sohaib, just short of that man. How you see the power play?
Well, I think they've recovered quite well, I must say. The kind of start they've got, first couple of overs, they didn't get too many runs, but Hamdan Tahir, he's completely changed the tables around.
Excellent innings. He's going along really nicely. And it's going to be a very important spell from the off-spinner. Saad Amin is bowled really well throughout the tournament. Against the left-hander, he is in business.
Full and tossed up. Straight to the fielder. They've got to be careful against Usaid Amin, as rightly pointed out by my co-commentator. Has been the pick of the bowlers for Emirates Blues. Has provided those much needed breakthroughs as and when required for the team.
Sohaib, I think it's time for him to get his innings going. Leaves that one. That's interesting. There was opportunity for him to play that back cut.
Right, dot balls. He's got to be mindful of that. Played off the back foot straight to the bowler Usaid. We know what Sohaib can provide for your team. He's got to get moving now. You cannot create those dot balls time and again, which will create pressure for the non-striker Hamdan Tahir.
That's a lot better from him. Yeah, that's a fair point. When someone is going well, on the other hand, it's really important to bat for your partner as well at times, and compliment him, because you don't want to frustrate him standing on the non-striker and for too many deliveries. That's where the rhythm can go out of his batting as well. So it's really important to rotate strike.
Rotating strike is definitely the key, irrespective of the format that you're actually playing in. Watchfully played towards the onside for a single. Well, we've seen more often than not. We'll come back to it. End of over number 7, 55 for 1. Right then, spin to continue. Deep mid wicket, deep square leg, wide-ish long off and long on. It's gone high up in the air, and that's been taken. Hamdan Tahir, the batter who was in form, will have to walk back. This is exactly what we were talking about, Asghar.
The pressure was building from the other end. Can't do it alone. I think at this stage of the game, perhaps he could have gone on with it, but that matchup against the left arm enticed him to go for that big one. Unfortunately, he got more height than the distance, and nicely held by Imran in the deep. The bright start from Hamdan Tahir, but he will have to depart now, and that puts Ajman again on slightly on the back foot. Hirsch has provided that breakthrough. Dan was looking so good, striking the ball cleanly. That brings Ahmad Ahmed Khan batting at number 4 for Ajman. He's got a very important role to play here.
The first, or I would say the primary responsibility of Hamad will be to construct an innings from here on. Just stitch up a partnership. They've lost 2 wickets, and especially of Hamdan Tahir, who was the man in good form tonight.
Pushed off the back foot. Gets off the mark. I think that's where the spin from both hands will do a good job for Emirates Blues. Quality spinners, they will look to strangle them down. That was the last wicket. Shot was on, but unfortunately he got more height. Could have hit it a bit flatter and longer. That's the end of him. Full toss. Played away towards mid-off. Sohaib has just struggled a bit here to get going so far.
Well, talking about this young spinner, definitely has a little bit of resemblance with Ayan Afzal Khan. Not absolutely the same, but definitely a little bit of comparison. Half tracker, huge appeal. I reckon that slightly drifting down the leg. We'll have to wait and watch.
That one skidded on. Just considered himself a touch lucky there. Well, that looked really, really close to me.
Oh yes, you're absolutely right. That was close. Lucky that he survived there. Beautiful delivery. Enticing the batter to go after him. A new batter on board. You might as well take those risks.
Yeah, he does skid them on. It's not an easy shot to look to play that pull shot early on in the innings. So he's beaten for pace off the wicket as well. Under pressure here. This time played with a straighter bat. Doesn't find the gap on the offside. Tidy stuff coming in from Harshad. He's got a wicket as well. 57 for 2 after 8.
Well, that's the batting card. The only batter who's scored double figures is Hamdan Tahir, 38 of 20 for him. Just did not get the connection right. Did get the connection right, just that he didn't get the elevation on that occasion. 57 for 2 after 8 overs. Beautiful delivery yet again. Just a single. Well, they've got the perfect start in the power play after the shaky start. They've got to move on from here, Team Ajman.
They need to pace this innings a lot better against spinners. Crucial juncture of the game.
Beautiful yet again from Usaid. We've seen 6 overs, 51 for 1, 8.258. They've just scored those 7 runs in those 2 overs so far, which is a cause, it is a concern. Yet again, clearly Hamad and Sohaib struggling against spin. We've seen a previous encounter, power packed spin side, won the match, Dubai.
Again, another dot ball. The pressure is really building here. In fact, it's mounting on these two. Hamad, 1 of 7. He's an attacking player. He's not getting the ball off the square at the moment against spinners.
Yet again, darting into the batter. Just a single. Think job well done so far by Team Emirates Blues. Akif Raja leading from the front. Can definitely turn a blind eye towards that drop chance, but I think they've come back quite well.
Yeah, that only cost them 30 odd runs, but it's great to see the back of him from their point of view. Nicely crunched off the back foot. 9 overs gone. 60 for 2. That's the bowling card. Akif, quite economical. None for 7. The spinners both looking really good. As Shakib picked up a wicket as well. So good stuff coming in from Emirates Blues. They were 51 for 1 after the 6 overs. Last 3 overs produced just 9 runs and a wicket. So they're able to apply that pressure. Drives in the air, powerfully enough. Straight to long off.
Sohaib will have to find a way, find the gaps, at least 7 to 8 runs an over from here on till over number 14 or 15. Then they can look to score big. They've lost 2 wickets already.
Again, playing from the crease there. He likes to hang back on that back foot. And the spinners are not giving him room. He's a strong square cutter of the ball. Generally, they are just darting the ball in.
You've got to fabricate something out of it. You've got to make a delivery for yourself. You can't be staying there. Bit of foot movement is definitely required. That is one thing which is lacking from Hamad.
Nicely done this time. I think he just need to clear his head. He's an attacking player by nature. Might well just need to play his natural game at this stage.
Good delivery, straight to the fielder. Well, he's got a packed offside Harshit and just bowling to his field.
It's not spinning long way, so I'm just surprised they're not using their feet. Come down the pitch, look to hit back over the bowler's head, straight down the ground. That's a lot better. Loose delivery after a long time to just break the shackles. Good shot there from Sohaib.
Well, that was meant to be punished and it has been punished. That will give some sort of confidence to Sohaib. Anything drifting down the onside, he will definitely take that opportunity. Much awaited boundary for Team Ajman.
Harshad has got to get back to that off-stump line. A lot better. Again playing from the crease. Good work of his own bowling in his follow-through. At halfway stage, 66 for 2 Ajman. And players will take drinks. And to join you in the com box after the drinks breaks is going to be Ahmed Khwaja and Awais Ali.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम, I'm मोहम्मद वसीम। बड़ा अच्छा लगा मुझे फिर से हमारी एकेडमी को ज्वाइन करके 7 डिस्ट्रिक्ट क्रिकेट एकेडमी। और आज ज़्यादा अच्छा ये लगा कि जब मैं इधर आया हूँ तो हमारे बच्चे भी ज़्यादा हो गए थे, मतलब एडमिशन हो रहे हैं, ट्रेनिंग अच्छी हो रही है, फैसिलिटीज़ अच्छी हैं। बड़ा अच्छा लगा इधर प्रैक्टिस करके। और आप भी अपने बच्चों को इधर एडमिशन कराएं और इंशाल्लाह अच्छी अच्छी फैसिलिटीज़ के साथ प्लेयर बनाएं।
Well, that is the venue for you. The 7 District Sports Club, home of the 7 Districts Cricket Academy, and our home for the D20 as well. They've been very gracious hosts. Absolutely wonderful facilities. They've taken good care of us. And the cricket has been outstanding, to say the least. A nail-biter in progress at the moment. Ajman fighting for their lives to make it into the semi-final stage of the Emirates D20. It's a must-win game for them. And it's been a slow start in the first half of the innings. Hamdan Tahir was batting beautifully, but when his wicket has fallen, a major slowdown. Only 15 runs have been scored outside the power play hero Esali.
Yeah, I think now is the high time Sohaib and Hamad to take the responsibility. And Hamad especially, I think he hasn't really had the greatest of tournaments. But then again, as you pointed out, Ahmed, a crunch game for Ajman. And Hamad has to step up to the occasion.
So it's going to be Usaid Amin, the off-spinner, coming in from the STCA end. A lot of dew about, so it makes sense to get your spinners in as soon as possible. Harshit Seth has done a very tidy job so far for the Blues, as has Usaid. Oh, looking for a single there, but that was certainly not on. Just lacking momentum in the batting effort so far. That has been the problem with Ajman. The batting has gone off the boil in the last couple of games. That is a major concern that they need to solve. Once again, just picking out the fielders. This dot ball pressure will build.
Yeah, I think coming back to your point, Team Ajman, they've been heavily relying on their openers. Adnan Mulk, Wajid has been amongst the runs scored. Lovepreet has been getting runs. It's the middle orders, batters they've struggled in this tournament.
Yeah, no Lovepreet in the side today. A major absence for sure. Well, he's picked out that extra cover fielder 3 times on the trot, Hamad. 3 of 13. Something has got to give.
Yeah, you've just told my words. Something's got to give now. 3 dot deliveries on the trot.
Well, make that 4 on a row. This is excellent bowling from Usaid. He's found the right speed at which to bowl on this deck.
Yeah, I understand. Hamad is trying to just stay in the middle, but he needs to rotate strike as well.
Pulled away, but there is a deep mid wicket in place. So a lot of effort done just for 1 run. I think he's not comfortable facing up to spin first up. He's usually a top order batter, bats in the top 3. So more natural player of pace, I feel.
Yeah, quite certainly, Ahmed. And if that is the case, just take a single and give it to Hamad.
Sohaib Khan then, 13 of 18. He's been patient so far. This is tight bowling from Emirates Blues. Really on the money. Oh, lofted and straight to the long off. Well, that dot ball pressure built by Hamad has affected Sohaib Khan and he's thrown it away.
Well, I would say this is not good cricket by Team Ajman. There was a lot of pressure being built by Hamad from that end. Fair delivery, no problem whatsoever. And kept his calm, the bowler. Bowled it beautifully once again. Tossed up delivery. And there you go. A simple take in the end. So success coming in for Team Emirates Blues. And they've lost their third Team Ajman. Sohaib Khan, the latest victim, scoring 13, has to go back. Ajman asks 67 for 3.
Well, Wajid Khan coming in at 5. They tried him for a very long time as an opener. He just didn't click. And hence he's gotten the demotion. Bit of an unfamiliar position for him. Meanwhile, Hamad Ahmed Khan, 5 of 16. The onus is on him to really carry this batting effort forward now.
Yes, not looking good for Team Ajman. There was a lot of pressure being built in by Sohaib. And Hamad also, if you see, just scored 5 runs in 16 deliveries. So you need to get a move on. At least look for the singles and doubles.
Well, why? And look for singles. He likes to hit the ball big. And I'm sure he'll be tempted facing the left arm spinner. Takes it on the full punchy drive, but there is a sweeper in position. So even the full tosses are not being maximized here.
Yeah, that is what wickets do to you. That is the pressure which a team can get into the moment you start losing wickets. And I would love to see Ahmed Sahir being promoted up the order. I'm not too sure with that move. He's been coming very late in the innings.
Yeah, every single time it's either been a crisis or he's been looking for quick runs to build that score. Cut away hard, but excellent fielding at point. Emirates Blues, apart from that dropped catch earlier from Raja Akif, have been spot on.
Well, the fielding department has been top notch in this tournament. When we talk about Emirates Blues,
yeah, we can't say that about a lot of the other teams, that is for sure. The likes of Team Dubai have really suffered, and I did make that point to Ayman when he got his Player of the Match award that you've been very unlucky. He was very gracious about it. Quicker one, beautifully bowled by Harshit. 1 for 10 in his third over. This is a stunning spell.
Oh, he's such a smart operator and he's bringing all his experience into this important game, also for Emirates Blues.
Yeah, with dewy conditions, to have this kind of control and accuracy is very remarkable. And that is a superb over. 69 for 3 after 12. Ajman going nowhere with this approach. Usaid Amin has been nigh unplayable tonight. Look at those figures. Sensational from the off spinner. Cut in the air. Oh, there was no cover point. Lucky escape for Wajid. But how dominant have the Emirates Blues spinners been tonight?
Well, I think they've read the wicket really well. They've seen there's lots to offer for the spinners, and they have pitched the ball at the right areas and have gotten huge purchases from this track.
Well, Hamad 5 of 20. This is a non-innings at the moment. If I'm brutally honest, he needs to make something happen here. Once again, trying to force the ball, but just catching the inner half of the blade. Looks completely out of sync.
Well, nothing to take away from Hamad. We have seen him play good knocks in this tournament. But then again, Ahmed, if you notice, I think he's just trying to hit the ball too hard and not playing according to the merit of the ball.
Maybe it's a trickier wicket than we think. We saw Sharjah fumble the chase against Dubai as well earlier. So maybe it is a batting first sort of wicket. Bowled him. The quicker arm ball, and Wajid was a day late.
Well, this is not looking good for Team Ajman now. They've lost the fourth wicket, and it is the danger man Wajid. And Usaid, once again, creating magic here in the middle, has bowled an excellent ball. Yeah, spinners would not commit that crime by bowling a no ball. Straight, full, you miss, I hit. Ripper of a delivery to get rid of Wajid. He scores just the 2 runs tonight. Ajman are 71 for 4.
Well, the crisis man has arrived at the crease for Ajman. Sagir Khan, he has plenty of time to bat. Will he change his approach? Or will he play his natural bombastic style of batting? Remains to be seen. They desperately do need some momentum in this batting effort so far. Lackluster from the Ajman top order. Oh, leading edge. Nobody in the slip cordon though, OS Ali.
Well, looking at the current scenario and the situation of the game, why not have a slip in place, and that too against Saghir?
Terrific delivery. Look at that come into the left-hander. He certainly has that doosra, and he bowls it with a clean action as well. Usaid Amin, very impressive. This time straying onto the pads and delicately turned away. But every run feels like an absolute chore and big effort for Ajman.
Yeah, quite certainly. And talking about Saghir Khan, how many times have we seen him coming in this kind of situations?
It certainly brings the best out of him. He single-handedly won matches for Ajman in this edition of the D20 with some miraculous knocks. Can he do it again? A nice looking sweep. And much needed boundary for Hamad.
Well, that is much more like it from Hamad. He's showing some positive intent and has played a lovely stroke down the ground. Have a look. Beautifully played towards the square leg, and he's got plenty of bat on this one. Welcome 4 runs coming in for Team Ajman. It's 13 gone, 76 for 4.
Harshit Seth back for his final over. Well, Usaid, the mean 2 for 15 on the night, despite that boundary of the final delivery. Immaculate figures. Harshit similarly very miserly, only 11 runs conceded, which is a bit of a shock for me because we thought the dew would wreak havoc on the finger spinners. But Emirates Blues, they've done a superb job to say the least. Oh no, drag down. Gone towards fine leg. I think it will just about pull up. But that is 3 soft runs conceded, waiting for the umpire signal. I guess it's been given as runs.
Well, on that occasion, trying to bowl a lot quicker, Harshit Seth. And I think on this track, it's not required. And 2 important runs coming in.
Yeah, but only 2 taken. That's poor running. Should have been at least 3. You would want Sagir to be on strike at this stage of the innings. Nicely swept again, and good fielding. Shakib out there does a good job, but looks like Hamad is finally getting used to the pitch. And overthrows, double misfield there. Sloppy from Emirates Blues.
Well, we were just praising the fielding department of Team Emirates Blues. On that occasion, they've just let one through.
Yeah, you were praising them. Don't blame it on me. Yeah, just getting a bit casual. Good connection on that sweep from Hamad. He does favour that shot. And look at that, just ambling through. I guess he was expecting a 4. And not looking at his partner, still thinking about the shot. He's like, oh, hang on. Bowled him. Well, luck in favour of Blues. The misfield got Hamad back on strike. And Harshit has cleaned him up.
Well, clearly we could see that this innings was not going anywhere. He was struggling and struggling big time. And fair delivery, no problems whatsoever with the no ball. Harshit has bowled a brilliant delivery onto the stumps, straight, held its line, and in the end it is Hamad who will have to walk back after scoring 14 in 25 deliveries. Ajman 81 for 5.
Well, the youngster on his D20 debut, Faiz Nakhwa. We saw him earlier in the season play some decent knocks, technically sound. He's good behind square on the offside. But in this scenario, it's really asking a lot from him. Let's see if he can produce an innings alongside Sagir Khan. Oh, looking to cut the ball. It was a bit too straight for that and a bit too full as well.
Well, the youngster has been given an opportunity in this huge stage, Emirates D20.
Oh, that could have easily rolled onto the stumps there. Needs to be careful. Harshit, 2 for 15 on the night. He's been outstanding in very heavy dewy conditions to have that control. And he has that carom ball sort of arm ball. We saw it when he dismissed Hamad. He just lets the ball go, flights it, and the trajectory just curves into the right-hander. 2 for 16 on the night from Harshit. Well bowled. 82 for 5. So the spinners have completed their spells. So back to the seamers. Shakib Ahmed. First ball wicket for him this evening. He bowled so well against Sharjah. Desperately felt for him when he got smashed around in the super over by Lukman Faisal. But he's been a terrific find for the Blues. Sagir Khan, a go-getter. Oh, inside edge. Beautifully bowled once again. We saw that in that game versus Sharjah as well. Those back of the handers that he bowls, so accurate and hard to pick.
Yeah, he's excellent with those variations, and that is what is required from here onwards. There you go, the variation coming in and not read well in the end by Sagir. Well, I'm going to ask you this question, Emma. Do you think at this stage of the game, considering the spinners they were doing so well, a medium pacer is a good option against Sagir?
Well, they might be lacking a few spin options. I'm just musing who could they have brought on to bowl a few slower overs. This has gone straight up. Another slower delivery. Mistimed. Fielder settling. And Shakib puts it down. Got in a horrible position to take that catch.
Where he had all the time in the world to come underneath the ball and have a close eye on it. And in the end, he has put it down. You cannot afford to be dropping Sagir.
Well, Akif Raja, the captain, was at short extra. But he certainly did not have the confidence to go for it. And Shakib, well, yeah, snatching at the ball over his right shoulder, difficult. So a chance gone begging. Sagir Khan, you give him a life, he'll take your life. He's that kind of player. Faiz Nakhwa, well, he needs to be smart here. Don't need to do anything extraordinary. Just give the strike to Sagir. Play your role. No single there. Good change of length from Shakib.
Yeah, and also what's interesting now, coming back to my question, Ahmed, I was just asking if that's the right decision. And Shakib, he created an opportunity and almost picked up the wicket of Sagir.
Yeah, he's a very intelligent bowler. We've seen that throughout the D20. Whenever he's been given an opportunity, he sticks to his game plan. He has those variations. And more often than not, he bowls the right length. That has been the key. And he's forced himself into the playing 11 for Emirates Blues, and very hard to get him out of it. Pace on delivery, nice punch. And Faiz Nakhwa, well, he's underway in the D20. What a special moment for the young lad.
Oh, absolutely. And that was a very good shot coming in, showing the full face of the bat, coming onto the line of the would be in the middle, Ahmed, to just take singles and get Sagir on strike.
Yeah, don't play against your nature, trying to force the issue. Just push the ones and twos. Maximize the loose ball if you get one. Very dewy conditions out there. It's almost like a swamp at the moment. But how well have the Emirates Blues bowlers done? Really look a sharp unit. Again that back of the hander. And he gets that extra bounce as well. He has a very springy action. High arm delivery, so just that extra bounce puts off the batters.
Yeah, exactly, and that is what he's been doing excellently throughout this tournament. He's read the wicket really well here, and clearly we can see he's getting some purchase from this track.
Ajman needs something heroic, something special. Not one, they need a couple of big overs to get to a par score. 150, 160 feels like absolutely bare minimum. And I really cannot see where they will get the runs. And you still have to contend with the likes of Mohammad Mohsin, Akif Raja at the death, very experienced. So it's a tough uphill climb for Ajman. Remember, it's a must-win game. There will be no tomorrows if they lose tonight. Base on within the stumps. Superb over from Shakib. Only 4 runs off it. 86 for 5. 5 overs to go. So 5 overs remaining here for Emirates Blues, and who will step up to the plate? Well, Akif Raja will certainly bowl his to Mohsin as well. So they have Shakib. So only the 5 bowlers they've needed this evening. You can see the fall of wickets. No real momentum. 17 for 1, 55 for 2, 67 for 3. Just nobody building that chunky partnership they needed up top.
Yeah, he was very smart with the rotation of his bowlers tonight, Akif Raja. Just the 5 top line bowlers have been used, and all of them have bowled really well in this crunch game.
So Mohammad Mohsin back into the attack from the pavilion end. Was a bit expensive in the power play. Should have had a wicket as well, to be fair. But then Hamdan Tahir got stuck into him. Let's see if he can bounce back. Fended away to point and the misfield. Shah Rukh Ahmed, usually a gun fielder, just taking his eye off the ball.
Yeah, I completely agree. He's one of the best fielders. He's a gun fielder, Shah Rukh Ahmed, and that was a very rare sight, I would say, misfielding.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to get that throw off as quickly as possible. But a good start for Mohsin. He's trying to bang the ball short, not allow Faiz to get on the front foot and drive the ball. Mid-off and mid-on both in the circle as well. Ooh, good delivery. I think it was the slower bouncer there.
Yeah, excellent variation by Mohsin. Well, we know how handy he is with the new ball, but then again, Ahmed, I think he's a specialist with the old ball as well, and that is what we've seen throughout this tournament.
Oh, absolutely. I still remember a couple of editions previous in the D20. He got 5 wickets in the final. Took his team to the title. Then he was representing Abu Dhabi. And since then has made the switch to the Blues. And still doing a top job. Block hole delivery. Excellent bowling from Mohsin. He's varying his length so well.
Yeah, I think Saghir, the senior statesman in the middle, needs to just have a word with the youngster. That to take it easy, just stay calm. There's still plenty of overs to go. And just take a single when it's required.
Yeah, don't get stuck at one end. That is going to be criminal. It just builds the pressure on Saghir to go for the big shots. Just get off strike ASAP. 2 of 8. So he's just getting bogged down a touch here. Opens up and up his drive past the mid-off. Well, a boundary will do even better.
That's a confidence booster for the youngster. Excellent stroke. Playing down the ground, showing full face of the bat, and that has come right off the meat of the bat of the youngster.
Yeah, skidding onto the blade nicely. And on the up. That's a handsome shot. Mohsin Khan does have that extra pace you can use against him. And Faiz did that extremely well there. So a priceless boundary. They need plenty more. I think 140, 150 is absolutely bare minimum. Otherwise, the Emirates Blues batters, who are all in good touch, will find it a bit too easy. Firm shot, but couldn't get it to the left of that mid-on. Straight to the fielder.
Well, one thing which I like about this youngster, that he plays with a straight bat. And that is something which the youngsters these days need to ensure. That at least you need to get your basics right. And I think Faiz, at the moment, he's playing well.
Well, absolutely. You need to be able to hit big, but with the correct technique. Otherwise, at the top level, they'll figure you out and you'll get exposed. And you won't get any hit-me deliveries. It only takes a matter of minutes for these bowlers to work out. Hang on. This guy is doing this. Slower delivery. Well, in the end, that's a superb over from Mohsin. Only the 1 boundary conceded. 90 for 5. So we're well and truly into the slog overs now. And Ajman need to have a dip. Only 24 legal deliveries remaining. Meanwhile, because of the incessant dew we've had this evening, we're going to require a change of ball for the final 4 overs. So Vesely, if you're the Ajman captain, what is the score you think you can defend?
Well, I think from here onwards, the bare minimum, considering Sahi is still in the middle, well, I would say 135 to 140. And I think that's going to be a challenging target. And why do I say that? Ajman, they've got some quality spinners in their lineup. And we've seen on this track, it has not been easy to be dealing against spinners.
Oh, absolutely. And a very handy new ball bowling attack as well with Oais Ahmed. Then you've got then you've got Essam Mathieu Rab, who's been bowling really well in this tournament. I've been mighty impressed with his control in tough bowling conditions for the wrist spinners. So you're asking for another 50 runs? Let's see if they can get it. It depends on this man. Very heavily indeed. Shakib Ahmed coming back for his final over. Pace on and crashed over extra cover. Sagir Khan unleashing.
Well, talking about that 140 score, that is pretty much possible if this man keeps on going this way. That is an excellent shot. Outrageous hit. Look at that flow of the bat. And terrific hand speed.
Well, it was the wrong delivery to bowl at him. He should have gone pace off like he did earlier in his previous over. Got him to skew one in the air. They dropped the catch, but that is the variation you need to employ against Sagir Khan. Pace on. He revels in that. And he can hit you anywhere for 6. So a great start to the over. Can this be the big one they need? Maybe 15, 20 odd off it. Upish! Just short of the long off. Oh, what a terrific fielding effort. Shahrukh Ahmed has saved a certain boundary.
Yeah, we were just praising earlier Shahrukh Ahmed being one of the top and the best fielders in the side. Has certainly saved some runs here for his team.
That was absolutely smashed. Bit of a long half volley there, and look at that. One-hander. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And he's setting their own deliveries remaining. Can they get another 50 runs and make this another exciting game of D20? This has gone high. Has this gone long? No, it has not. Usaid Amin takes the pressure catch. And that is a huge blow to Ajman.
This is the wicket they were looking for. We know how destructive and dangerous Sagir Khan could have been in this latter part of the game. And in the end, Shakib has bowled a brilliant slower delivery to deceive Sagir.
It worked for him. He should have done that earlier. Fair delivery, yeah. It's that trademark back of the hander again. Went an absolute mile in the air. But Usaid Amin kept his cool. Good catch. Sagir Khan has to return to the dugout. 98 for 6. Oais Ahmed coming in at number 8. Well, Ajman, they were threatening to get back into the game. A boundary in the previous over, a 6 to start this one. But terrific bowling from Shakib Ahmed. He's kept his cool. He stuck to his game plan. And in the end, he got the big fish. So let's see if the lower order of Ajman can provide those quick runs. Heaved towards mid-wicket. The call is for 2. But they can only pick up 1. The overall fielding from Emirates Blues has been razor sharp tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. No two doubts on that. And I would say credit needs to be given to Shakib. There you go. Excellent delivery. Back of the hand. And Sahid not reading his wrists, I would say. And in the end, he's taken a very good catch. It is the captain, Akif.
99 for 6. They got 50 in the power play, which is such a shocker. Since then, they've only made 48 runs in 11 overs. Pretty inexplicable, really. Beautiful punch off the back foot. That's his trademark shot. And it's gone in a flash for 4.
Well, I would say this should go down as one of the best shots I've seen tonight. That was a lovely back foot punch. Have a look at this. Oh, so pleasing to the eye. That is an elegant stroke down the ground, along the carpet, and he's found the gap to perfection.
He's got such lovely hands, Faiz Naqvi. Sweet, sweet timing on that one. Nothing wrong with the delivery at all. It's just the talent and skill of this young lad. He's had to wait patiently for his opportunity, but he certainly caught the eye on his D20 debut. Getting a much, much needed boundary. It's been a decent over for Ajman. Back cut again, but couldn't find the gap. They should have taken a single though. Take a chance. So at the end of 17, finally, Ajman have crossed the 100 mark. Well, it's been a below par batting effort to say the least from Ajman. Only Hamdan Tahir showing some real intent and positivity. Look at the strike rates of the middle order there, Wes. 13 of 19, 14 of 25. That's just not going to do. They faced 44 deliveries, Sohaib Khan and Hamad Ahmed, and they've only made 27 runs.
Yeah, that is where the game awareness comes into play. You need to ensure you keep on rotating strike and pick those singles and doubles, and that is where Ajman team were lacking behind today.
Akif Raja, the captain, back into the attack. Slow delivery, punched hard and in the gap. Ahmed Tariq, no chance on this outfield.
Well, I would say not the most elegant strokes I've seen, but then it is quite effective. And 4 important runs, and Akif is not going to like that.
Yeah, just flat batted it. Not too concerned about technique. It's all about quick runs. But he placed it to absolute perfection, just to the left. Saw him early odd on that night, so he certainly can bat Awais Ahmed. Akif Raja, the idea was right, but maybe just offered a bit too much width. Slower bouncer into the pitch, bottom edge. That could have easily skipped past the fine leg for 4. No luck for Ajman this evening.
I think Awais will have the license to go big on each and every delivery. He's not pretty much known with his batting. Of course, he's a regular bowler, but then he has that long handers, long levers.
Yeah, he certainly has improved his batting. Was a genuine number 11. Now you can use him at number 9, I would say. Number 8 is perhaps a bit high. 8.5, let's say. He's climbed into that, but not going to clear. Misfield, but they only take 1. So let's see what young Faiz Naqvi can do in this over.
Well, talking about that last over, Shakib, I think credit needs to be given to him. That was more like a setup created for Saghir. He bowled 2 full deliveries and he got whacked on them. And then the third one, he didn't really change his line of length. It was pretty much similar delivery compared to the before ones, and got that wicket.
Well, absolutely. Sometimes you need to go for runs or buy a wicket, so to speak. And he did exactly that. Even though he got blasted for 6, stuck to his guns and got his man. Oh, he's pinged that over extra cover. And it's gone all the way. Faiz Naqvi, that came out of nowhere.
Goodness gracious, he sent this to the outer space. That is an outrageous shot by the youngster Faiz. That flow of the bat. And look at that. Oh, this is so pleasing to the eye. The moment he hit that, he knew he has bludgeoned this out of the park.
Wow, what a hit. That too to Akif Raja. That man is a frontline bowler for the UAE. And to whack him over extra cover, that is some serious batting from Faiz Naqvi. Slow delivery and very smartly, just glided. He certainly does look the part, doesn't he? Ajman have a good one on their hands.
No doubt on that. He seems to be an excellent prospect for the future. Look at this body language of the youngster. Looks so confident in the middle since the time he's walked in.
Tremendous batting. He's given some hope to his side. 12 runs off the over. They could dearly do with another one here. Akif Raja on the attack. Block hole delivery, excellently bowled. Will they take two? No, just a single. But a good over for Ajman. Finally, they're going after them. 116 for 6. So it's going to be Mohammad Mohsin to bowl the penultimate over. Change of ends for him. Now he'll come in from the STCA end. Will that improve his bowling, or will he be going for runs? Let's take a look at the field. Well, they have a deep third initially, but Imran Ayaz has been called back into the circle. So 3 men deep on the onside. Mid-off has been called in. So once again, Imran Ayaz has gone back to third. So the mid-off is up. Everybody back on the onside and the sweeper cover. Here we go. Penultimate over. Wide Yorker. Beautifully executed there.
Well, I would say this is really smart thinking from the captain. And they've got a plan. They've got a deep point, a third man in place. So you can afford to be bowling in that offside channel wider. And that is the right delivery. Perfect.
Well, do you need the deep mid wicket? You could bring him in and even take another sweeper on the offside. Or bring the mid on up maybe. This is a good channel to bowl at the tail enders. He's not too fussed about getting a wicket. Just bowl an economical over. So far, it's a good start. Nice punchy drive, but straight to the mid-off. Bit of a fumble. But they'll only take a single. Right then, Faiz Nakhwa. You've played a few sparkling shots already. What else have you got in your bag?
Well, by the looks of it, it seems like the youngster, he likes pace on the ball. So the idea should be from Mohsin not to offer any pace whatsoever to this man. Is looking very confident in the middle.
Yeah, genuine top order bat. He's got that strong game on the offside. Can cut the ball behind point, hit it over extra. We saw that off drive that went for 4 as well. So he's certainly very sound in that area. Will they test him with the short ball though? I haven't seen him play the pull or any such short of stroke. 17 or 15, but very valuable runs already for Ajman. It's going to be a below par score for sure, unless the wheels really come off. But he's given them hope. Squeezed away to third, who's in the circle. Very smart bowling there from Mohsin. Just took the pace off.
Yeah, I was just mentioning that Faiz, he likes pace on the ball. So that is the right way to go about. Mohsin reading the wicket really well. He also reading the mind of the batter.
Well, you certainly need to be street smart as a bowler to survive in T20. Especially in the UAE. When every other game is under lights. And the ball gets out of shape in just a matter of overs. It takes up so much water from the surface, so much dew around, and he's certainly a very seasoned campaigner now. Well, he telegraphed the ramp a bit too early there, OS. I think he was doing that before Mohsin even started running in.
Yeah, that was really simple from Mohsin. He just shuffled across the stumps too early, and that is where he banged it short and no chance to get any connection whatsoever.
Yeah, he does have a pretty fearsome bouncer, Mohsin. Especially coming in with that angled run-up. It tries to slide the ball across the left-handers. And then gets that bumper coming into the right-handers very sharply. Oh, that is huge! Just the sound of the blade tells you it's a 6.
Well, this one has been clubbed, I would say clobbered out of the park. And that sound of the bat it made, that was simply exceptional. And 6 handy runs coming in for Team Ajman.
Just got it wrong there. Pace on, low full toss. And the crack of the willow. That was absolutely sweet. Just hear it. Crashed. Bye-bye. Don't bother running for that. So the lower order for Ajman has responded to the challenge, responded to the call. But still only 7 runs off the over. Can Mohsin finish well? Can Awais Ahmed get another biggie? Another change in the field. Third is coming in and they've taken the mid-wicket back as well as the long on. So it seems to be a full delivery or maybe change of pace. Change of pace. Skewed away towards long on. Faiz Naqwa has set off. Will he make it in time? Yes, he will. Throw is at the wrong end. 125 for 6. Final 6 balls coming up. So the captain to bowl the final 6. Faiz Naqwa has already pinged him over extra cover for half a dozen. You can literally see the dew now. It's so pervasive here at the 76 Sports Club. Cut away behind point. There should be a couple of runs here. They're running on the throw. And he'll make it in time. Young legs hurtling through the 22 yards.
Yeah, you can see there a bit of a finesse coming in from Faiz. So it's not only been the power striking, he's finding the gaps to perfection when required.
Diminutive of stature, but he has those lovely fast hands. And very strong square of the wicket on the offside. Certainly a bright talent. Oh, is that close enough to give? No, maybe the height. Pace on and didn't look comfortable on that pull shot. And I think he's just been hit above the thigh pad. Could be a painful blow.
Yeah, that was a fiery delivery and that came with a lot of pace. Akif Raja, one of the speedsters. Have a look. That just hurried onto the batter and oh, that is very nasty.
Yeah, it's hit him on the hip there. And he's a young lad. He's a brave boy. But certainly the physio needs to get out there and give him some treatment. We'll be back very, very soon. Well, seems to be all in good order, thankfully. Akif Raja still got that extra yard of pace when he needs it. So far, so good for Emirates Blues. They've kept the scoring in check. Overall, it's a below par score for Ajman. Remember, it's a must-win game for the home team. And Emirates Blues have been spot on for the most part. Third delivery of the final over. Slower delivery. Miscued. They will push for 2, but they will have to settle with 1. I guess Awais has taken the onus on himself for the big shots.
Yeah, I think that's the right move, Awais. We can know what damage he can do in this latter part of this innings. So a good partnership, 31 runs is the partnership build up between these two.
Fantastic rearguard action. If only it had been done earlier by the middle order of Ajman. This has gone high. Has it gone long enough? No. Good running catch. In fact, that's a brilliant running catch by Imran Ayaz. And Akif Raja gets his first wicket.
Well, this is an important wicket in the context of play. We know how devastating Awais could have been in these last 3 deliveries. But Akif, he's a smart, canny bowler. Banged and short, varied his pace, and the ball just holding up to the wicket slightly. And that got the better of Awais in the end.
Fair delivery, nothing wrong with that one. Yeah, just that change of pace, slower bouncer. In fact, it was a bit of a knuckleball there from Akif Raja. And Imran Ayaz, excellent running catch. But Awais, an honest trier, tried his best, got some quick runs for his side, gone for 16. It's 129 for 7. Essam Matiur Rab, well, he can certainly pack a punch. Well, he's shuffling in the crease. This has been towed in the air, just short of the deep third. Well, I think he just overdid it there, to say the least.
Yeah, I'm pretty much sure that he wasn't sure what he was doing in the middle. And in the end, it was a nothing shot. You can see him smiling in the end.
Yeah, enjoys his cricket. This was the dismissal of Awais Ahmed, trying to go for the big shot towards the biggest part of the boundary. And that's an excellent take from Imran Ayaz. Final ball. Chipped in the air. This could be another catch. It will be. Well taken by Shahrukh. Akif Raja ends with 2 wickets in his final over. And Ajman have only managed 130 in their allotted 20 overs.
It's the captain Akif Raja making a comeback in this game. And he has delivered. He's bowled an excellent over. Last over, I would say. And there you go. Once again, that variation, bowling it slower. No pace whatsoever. And Fez is out after playing a very important knock for his team.
Well, you can see the contrasting body languages. Ajman looking a bit dejected. Emirates Blues, high fives all round. They know they've got the game in hand. Will just need to bat sensibly. And they should get the 2 points on the night. And a very crucial 2 points at that. Taking a look at the batting scorecard, well, apart from Hamdan Tahir and Faiz Nakhwa, everybody else really failed to contribute a sizable innings. 6 extras from Emirates Blues, pardon me, showing they did a very good and disciplined job with the ball in hand. In terms of the bowling, it was truly a collective effort. 2 wickets for Akif Raja, 2 wickets apiece for Shakib Ahmed, Usaid Amin and Harshit Seth as well. Tremendous bowling as a unit by Emirates Blues. Well, taking a look at the highlights of the first innings, it was Hamdan Tahir with the early aggression. This was the dismissal of Adnan ul Mulk. A good catch taken in the deep by Nasir Faraz. But then Hamdan teed off with some delightful shots in the power play. And Ajman actually started off the game well. They were 51 for 1 at the end of the power play. And we thought we were in for a big score around 170 plus. But after Hamdan's dismissal, well, it all went pear-shaped. This was the key wicket, caught in the deep. Well taken by Imran Ayaz, then Usaid Amin and Harshit as a combination bowled really well. Both picked up 2 wickets. Wajid Khan with a very poor shot to get knocked over. Ahmad Ahmed Khan, well, he really toiled hard for 14 runs. Saghir with a 6 over extra cover, but then the slow ball got him holing out in the deep. And after that, well, Ajman were really on the back foot. But young Faiz Nakhwa and Awais Ahmed played some lusty shots. That was a massive 6. Akif Raja returning for the final over, picked up 2 quick wickets and kept a lid on the scoring as well. Faiz dismissed off the final ball, caught at point. So there you have it then. 131 is the target for Emirates Blues. We'll find out how they progress in the run chase after just a few minutes' time. Stay tuned. Good evening, cricket fans, and welcome back to the Seven Districts Presents Emirates D20 2024, powered by Fancode. Match number 28 in progress. And well, Ajman, after being invited to bat first, have been restricted to a score of just 130 runs. No real significant contribution apart from Hamdan Tahir, who got 38, and young Faiz Naqwa, very eye-catching 21 to his name as well. In terms of the Emirates Blues bowling, it was truly a collective effort. 2 wickets apiece for Akif Raja, Shakib Ahmed, Usaid Amin and Harshit Seth. I think they found the right formula for which to progress in the remaining matches of the D20. They're in a strong position to make it into the top 4, but they need to get 131 runs still. 2 umpires are ready to go. Mr. Waqar Latif to the right of your screen, and Mr. Nadeem Anjum alongside him. Alongside me in the comm box is a very familiar voice, a very familiar face, Mr. Rizwanur Rahman. Good evening.
Good evening, Ahmed. We've had an interesting contest, winning the toss, opting to bowl first Akif Raja. And that's exactly what Adnan also wanted, to bat first. Unfortunately, didn't go as per his plan. They were looking for that 170 run mark. Got restricted, definitely, thanks to some wonderful bowling performances coming from Emirates Blues. A low scoring game can be deceptive. If you crack in the power play, if you can pick up wickets, you never know what's in store for you.
Almost certainly early wickets is the name of the game for Ajman, and they certainly have a bowler capable of that. Awais Ahmed already got a 5-wicket haul in the D20. Can he replicate those heroics tonight? It remains to be seen. If they can just knock over the high-flying top order of Emirates Blues, it could be a very, very interesting game indeed. Ahmed Tariq has been in wonderful form. Kamran Atta has been super consistent. Nasir Faraz as well. A lot of big names in that Emirates Blues batting lineup.
Well, they certainly pack a punch. They've got the firepower, where they've got wickets in hand. They can bat deep as well. Not much of a target to chase down. If they can strategically plan and chase that down, that should be quite easy, I would reckon.
Well, it's a new opening combo this evening for the Blues. Imran Ayaz Kayani to the left of your screen, alongside who has been perhaps the find of the tournament, Ahmed Tariq, sparkling young batter, just 19 years of age, but he's been stacking up the runs consistently. 350s, I believe, to his name in the D20. He's one to watch out for in the future. He's a super talent.
Prolific cricketer, a wonderful batsman, a gun fielder as well. Can score runs to all corners of the park. Ahmed Tariq, quite instrumental with his approach. Initially, takes just a bit of initial time, but once he gets going, he's a treat to watch.
Fabulous player, and he will be banked upon once again to get Emirates Blues off to a solid start. But a new opening pair can always be a bit cumbersome. You never know. And Awais Ahmed, the man on the background of your screen, he will certainly challenge his technique, challenge his ability to play the swinging new ball.
Well, absolutely. And with Dew settling in, not going to be easy for the seamers. They need to find a way. They need to get those wickets, much needed for Team Ajman to stay alive in this tournament.
Oh, absolutely. It's desperate times. They need 2 wins out of 2 and maybe some other results to go their way. The likes of Fujairah and Dubai will be watching this match very, very intently indeed. They will be in action tomorrow as well alongside Emirates Blues. And it is certainly going right down to the wire in the D20. Abu Dhabi are locked in. Sharjah are also locked in the semi-final stage. Abu Dhabi have topped the table. Sharjah have finished second, but third and fourth are up for grabs. Here we go. Awais Ahmed steaming in first ball. And this looks very close to me. Big appeal. And it's been turned down, has it? Yes, it has. That was so close.
That was a huge, huge shout. We'll have to wait for the replay.
Well, did it pitch in line? Yes, it did. Maybe just missing leg stump by half an inch.
Absolutely, Ahmed. That was close. That was mighty, mighty close. It could have gone either way. Could have been umpire's call. On the day, Imran survives.
Very lucky escape indeed. Be careful with your front pad. Back to the bowler. Was that a catch? I think it was. It was aerial. Difficult to take when he was just rising up from delivering the ball. But that's another chance gone begging.
Not an easy one for sure. That was quick. 2 good deliveries. What a start for Ajman. Let's have a look at that. Beautiful. Almost got him.
Well, he barely got his hands ready for the catch. That would be harsh to call it a drop chance. It was a firm drive. Imran is still on strike. Didn't pick up a single off the ricochet. Nervous moments. Oh, he goes for that in-swinger again. Became a low full toss. But he's certainly not comfortable with that ball hooping in.
Well, he's got to see him off. The best way to do is just nudge it, get a single, get off strike. You may not want to lose your wickets in the power play, but always he's teaming and he's producing those magnificent deliveries.
Yeah, he's a competitor, a wholehearted cricketer. He will always compete. He will always give his all for the side. Such a likable player. Hard-working. Oh, gone a bit too wide and past the keeper. And that is going to be 5 wides gifted to Emirates Blues.
Well, that is a donation from Awais. Well, brilliant stuff so far. He's been impeccable with his lines and lengths. This time around, just a bit wayward, and even the keeper could not get hold of it.
Well, that wasn't really a convincing effort by Vaibhav there. Didn't really stretch for that one. He's had his toils with the gloves on for sure. Hamdan Tahir's had a few bandages on his fingers. Otherwise, he would have perhaps been the regular glove man for Ajman. So 5 freebies given. Not what you wanted in an effort to defend a score of 130. Can he get it right? This is adjacent. This will be given. Or not. Well, was there an inside edge? Because that was stone dead.
Well, we'll have to wait for the replay here. That was a very, very close call yet again.
Oh, I think Awais Ahmed is unlucky there. Umpire is unmoved. Well, Imran Ayaz Kayani is asking why are they appealing? Well, because you're missing the ball and getting struck on the pad. Well, he's certainly flirting with danger here. Maybe there was an inside edge. That's the only thing that could have saved him.
Probably a feather touch that's really difficult to analyze from the com box.
Yeah, if it was taken as a catch at point, maybe there would have been a double appeal. This time he gets bat on it. But once again, can't get off strike.
Mighty pleased with the way Awais has channeled his over so far. Just that one poor delivery. Apart from that, everything has been spot on.
Yeah, maybe try the bouncer, catch him by surprise, because he's certainly committing on the front foot. Oh, that was so close. Once again, umpire's call has saved him. Imran is indicating there was no bat involved. So he's very lucky he didn't get the finger there. Exciting, pulsating first over in the run chase.
And absolutely. Even full over so far. Last delivery coming in from Aves.
Well, will he go for the in-swinger again? Oh, he left it. Good leave. But that was very close to the off-stick. 5 for no loss. It's all happening. Well, 2 huge shouts going up in the first over against Imran Ayaz. Wes Ahmed. They could have gone either way, Rizwan.
Let's have a look at that. Oh, definitely yes. Definitely yes. Quite close on the leg stick. Another one. 2 huge appeals turned down by the umpire.
Imran Kayani, you're a lucky chappy. Meanwhile, it's going to be Mohammad Ismail, the left-arm spinner, coming in from the STCA end. That has been their regular game plan. Pace from one end and his left-arm orthodox or darts from the other. Ahmed Tariq. Well, he's certainly seen the ball swinging big time from the other end. What will his approach be against the spinner? Let's take a look at the field. They've got a long on in position. What else have they got in the deep? Oh, and mid-wicket as well. Struck on the pads, but that is clearly sliding down leg.
Well, that was huge appeal behind the sticks, definitely drifting down the leg side. Sweeper cover outside the 30-yard circle. Let's have a look at the delivery. Yeah, absolutely drifting down the leg.
Yeah, they know how strong he is with that shot, but it's in the air over mid-off. In fact, forget mid-off. It's gone all the way.
Well, gives himself a bit of room there, Ahmed Tariq, and what a glorious shot coming in from his blade. A maximum to start off his scoring here at the D20. Beautiful and magnificent.
Missed his length. Ahmed Tariq did not miss out. Look at that setup and that wonderful flow of the blade. And he plays his shots with a straight bat. There's no slogging, just timing, just placement, and just quality. And once again, this young lad has started off well. Oh, he's lost everything, including his wicket there. What a strange dismissal. A bit of grip on the surface, and he's caught and bowled.
Well, this is completely strange, and I'm quite perplexed with the way it has turned out. The batter left his bat completely and straight into the hands of the fielder, the bowler Ismail.
Well, he was very alert there. Ismail could have been distracted with the bat, pardon me, slipping out of Ahmed Tariq's hands. But they've got the early wicket they needed, and that too of the danger man. Legal delivery, no issues. And take a look at this one. Bat twirling away, but the ball going back to the bowler. And a simple pop-up, no mistake made. So Ahmed Tariq, I guess, well, the evil eye got him from the commentators. Gone for 6, 11 for 1. So Ajman have got the early wicket they needed. Afaq Shahid, big striker of the ball, coming in at number 3. He certainly enjoys hitting the spinners for sure. Trying to pull the front of the first ball. It was a bit too full for that stroke.
And hurried on to him as well. Ismail just changing, coming up with those variations. Let's have a look at the dismissal yet again. misses everything straight into the hands of Ismail, and he would definitely have a sigh of relief. Unlucky for Ahmad Tariq, I must say.
Yeah, very unlucky. Well, good stride coming in from Afaq as well. That's a lot better. Play the ball on merit. I'm sure he's nervous being on 0. But sometimes you just need to respect the good deliveries. Ismail has bowled a good one so far. Oh, cut hard but straight to Hamad at backward point. So successful over for Ajman. They're underway. 11 for 1. So OS Ahmed resumes his tussle with Imran Ayaz. Very lucky to survive that first over. Will he survive his second?
We'll have to wait and watch. I would consider myself lucky if I'm still out there.
Well, he needs to do something about that front pad for sure. Oh, bouncer caught him completely by surprise. Beautifully bowled.
Well, this is a bit of cat and mouse game happening here from Awais, darting in yet another quick bouncer coming in from Awais. He was expecting that in-swinger, completely taken by surprise.
Right idea to move down the track to cut the swing. He just needs to remain slightly leg side of the ball. Sagar Kalyan in particular did that very well last evening against OS. And he took him for plenty of runs. It's very good batting conditions if you just survive the early onslaught. Beautiful punch through the gap. Stand and deliver. Gorgeous.
Finally, after a long time, Imran gets off the mark. A good looking shot, bisecting the fielders at the extra cover region, and he will take it anytime.
Just became a low, juicy full toss. That was a Big Mac with some fries and a large Coke. And he's taken it all up in one gobble. So he gets off the mark. Has a big reputation, Imran Ayaz. Known as a pretty prolific scorer in the domestic scene. I haven't seen much of him, to be quite honest. So let's see. He certainly has the build of being a big hitter. Slight change in the field. They've brought the third in and the deep point in. And a square leg and a fine leg. Wow. Body line coming around the wicket. Inside edge, OS. Inside edge. Well bowled though.
Well, yet again, beautiful lines coming in from Awais. This time around, it's the willow that saves Imran. Thick inside edge.
Look at that move. Banana-like swing there for Awais Ahmed. He just drops that arm, comes in with a more round arm action to get that in-swinger going. Such a skillful bowler. And he's sticking to this strategy of coming around the wicket. Imran Ayaz in the eye of the storm. Oh, he's beaten him all ends up. What a delivery.
Well, this is quite interesting coming in from Awais. And at the same time, if you notice, Ahmed has got different release points. He knows what he wants to bowl next. And this one, nibbing into the right-hander. Absolutely magnificent.
This is terrific bowling. What a spell. Oh, going for that flashy drive. Should have a slip in there just in case. Why not? When you're on the offensive, the only way you're going to win this game is by taking 9 more wickets. It's as simple as that for Ajman. Oh, look at that move like a leg break away from the right-hander. Unbelievable bowling.
Wonderful bowling coming in from the team, Ajman. Awais, quite impressive. Different variations. Subtle change in pace on this occasion. Away from the batter.
Wow. Just hit the seam and jagged away. In fact, it did too much. 4 of 11. It's a torrid time for Imran Ayaz. Can he survive this final delivery? What a battle. So intriguing to watch. Struck on the pad again, but sliding down leg. My word, that front pad has taken a beating this evening. And all you can do is have a nervous smile. Unbelievable over from Awais Ahmed. What exciting cricket at the D20. 15 for 1. Mohammad Ismail, early wicket in his spell. Oh, very watchful. And he's doing something very similar to OS, but as a spinner, just firing that ball in towards the front pad.
Absolutely darting into the right-hander. Afaq is yet to get off the mark. Brilliant stuff so far. Half tracker. Just did not get the willow right in time there. Afaq.
I think he made the right decision to bail out. He was completely caught off guard. A lot of chirp coming in from young Vaibhav. He's enjoying himself out there. Oh, he's pinged it over extra cover. In the gap and into the fence. Poor delivery.
Well, we've seen that earlier on as well. One poor delivery and Afaq gets off the mark. It was in the slot, meant to be taken over the extra cover region, and he's done that with comfort and ease.
Yeah, he's a spin hitter by trade, Afaq Shahid. Anything loose, you're lucky he didn't hit it for 6. That's his game plan. Applying himself at the crease. A beautiful glide. Delicate touch. And all the way into the fence. Wonderfully played.
Well, this is good stuff coming in from Afaq. Counter punch. Using the pace on offer, just gliding it towards the deep third region. And another boundary for Afaq.
More than 700 boundaries hit in the D20 already. Can we cross 1,000 in the next 3 or 4 days? Certainly is possible if the dew remains around. But Afaq with 2 very high quality boundaries. Ismail just erring in his length and just offering too much width as well. Oh, drag down. He's lucky that wasn't hit into the stands. Mid wicket will clean it up, but they will pick up 2. So just losing his radar here, Ismail. He's been taken for 10 runs. Every run is priceless for Ajman at the moment. Well, Rizwan, do you give Awais Ahmed the 3rd over after this?
Oh, absolutely. He's been absolutely immaculate. Why not? It's a low scoring game. You'll have to get your wild trump cards on, and that will be the end of over number 4 for you. Emirates Blues are 25 for 1.
Awais Ahmed, he's come perilously close to picking up a few wickets. Just not had the luck. And it's Imran Ayaz in his firing line once again. Chased that one outside off. And they've let him off strike. That is very poor from the keeper.
Well, that is absolutely sloppy from the keeper. That should have been stopped. Awais is fighting a lone battle, I would say. Darting into the batter. Yet again, that should have been stopped.
Yeah, it was just shaping in the air and held its line. And you can see OS is frustrated. He felt like he had a wicket lined up there. Could have easily had it. Marginal decisions going against him. Well, Afaq Shahid, he is out of the frying pan and into the fire here because OS Ahmed is bowling an unbelievable spell. Getting that ball to swing yards in the air. So he'll need to be on his A game. Cut away over point. That's a brilliant shot.
Little bit width on offer and half tracker, and Afaq Shahid has cashed on the opportunity. A good boundary for him towards the deep point region.
Yeah, he's certainly providing the counter punch. It was a poor delivery. Didn't quite direct his short ball well enough. Too much width and easily cracked over the top. Well, he was asking the deep third, where were you? He was like, I was at third. That went to point. What am I supposed to do?
Well, you do get frustrated, don't you, as Ahmed, when the appeals are not going your way? He did create those opportunities. It will be frustrating for the bowler.
Yeah, and you let his target off strike as well with a bye. Well, sometimes you have to compose yourself and lock in. Beautifully bowled, finishing within the stumps and a stout front foot defense.
Well, if you look at his spell so far, I would say 80% accuracy. Those pinpoint bowling, exactly hitting the right areas, nibbing into the right-hander.
And he's doing that with a virtual bar of soap in his hands. It's so dewy out there. Anytime the ball rolls along the turf, it gets extremely wet. The seam gets ruined. You can't get that same swing. But sheer skill and quality from young OS. Doing a tremendous job. Cut in the air behind point. But there is a fielder in the deep. Good field setting there from Adnan Mulk. But just feels like the juice has gone out of the attack now.
That's what you get in the initial first couple of overs where Awais was bowling with a lot of intent to get that wicket. And now with the dew settling in, it's not gripping quite well for Awais. But he's got the protection towards the deep third region. Manages to restrict him just for a single.
He's bowled his heart out for sure. Right then, Imran Ayaz, 4 of 13. Very nervy at the crease. Another quick bouncer. Caught him by surprise. This is sensational bowling.
Well, I would say 5-1 so far in terms of the kind of battle that we've had against each other, Awais and Imran.
It's been fantastic cricket to watch. It feels like Alan Donald versus Mike Atherton all over again. I'm sure there are plenty of people who don't even know those names because you're so old, Rizwan, you remember it.
Well, I'm not too sure if it is Mike Atherton, but definitely yes, Alan Donald. Why not?
Fantastic stuff. Great cricket being played at the D20. Oh, got his bat down in time. He was ready for the full one. Tremendous bowling. 31 for 1. 1 over of power play to go.
Batsman.
So Mohammad Ismail being entrusted with the final over of the power play. Not a bad spell, but his previous over was slightly poor. Got hit for a couple of boundaries. Trying to force it off the back foot. And he will pick up a single. So finally, Imran Ayaz gets to face something besides Awais Ahmed.
Well, what Ismail has done, the kind of pressure that Awais has created, Ismail was able to get that wicket off Ahmed Tariq, which was allowed him to put a lid on the scoring. So far, Nothing big coming in from Emirates Blues so far. They look for 2 and get it quite comfortably.
Well, when you're only defending 130, misfields are absolutely criminal. It must be frustrating for Adnan Mulk. Wajid Khan, he's had a very off tournament. Such a fine player. It was just a gentle push towards wideish long on. They're not particularly rapid between the wickets either, but they've taken 2 very easily. Oh, outside edge. Chase for Owais Ahmed. And he just can't get there. This lightning. Oh, he's made the stop. Terrific footwork. And I thought that was certainly going all the way, but he's reined it back.
Well, some soccer skills on display in a cricket match. He's managed to pull 2 runs back in the game.
Full commitment. You love to see that. Just a prod. And at this stage, I thought the ball was going to win. Oh, very nicely done. Got a big boot down. Another poor delivery. This time it's the fine leg Hamdan, but he has to give it up. 4 runs.
Well, this is absolutely poor one coming in from Ismail. Just when you're able to create that pressure, you might as well want to sustain it. Drifting down the legs. Easy pickings for Imran.
Such a let off there. You have to bowl in a tandem as an opening pair with the new ball. And he's let down his partner. 9 runs off the over already. He's chipped it. It will plug and land in front of the long on. But these are some of the luckiest runs Imran Ayaz will ever make.
Well, half-hearted from Imran on that occasion. You can see that half extension of the bat, not the full extension, and falls in no man's land towards the long off region.
So the power play looking good for Emirates Blues now because of this flurry of runs against Ismail. Smartly played. No need to take any risks. You've got the runs in the over. 42 for 1 at the end of power play. Well, it was a very entertaining power play to say the least. But Mohammad Ismail, well, he got whacked for 6 by Ahmed Tariq, but he got his revenge immediately. Completely losing grip of the ball. That was a wonderful punch through the covers by Imran Ayaz, and then Afaq Shahid with some timely blows against the spinner. Anytime he bowled a loose delivery, he put it away for runs. And that was a good looking shot against Owais as well, up and over point. So going along nicely at 7 runs per over. And when you're just chasing 131, it's all going according to plan here, Rizwan.
Absolutely. Low scoring game. What is important is not losing wickets. I think they've lost 1 wicket, and apart from that, they're in decent control.
So the field is now spread. Plenty of buffer on the onside. Long on, deep mid wicket, deep square, dropping deep. Saghir Mayar Khan coming into the attack. Third is very square. No, in fact, there is a deep third. It's that point fielder who is very square. So what is the compromise? Who will they keep in the circle? I think the mid-off will remain in the 30-yard ring. Yes, he will. And they've got 3 men deep on the onside, deep third, and the sweeper cover. Saghir, attack-minded bowler. He will certainly look for wickets. That's the way he goes about it. Squeezed away behind point. Only going to be a single. Good fielding by Ismail.
A wonderful cricketer, Saghir. Well, known for his ballistic hitting as well. Came a little bit down the order to my liking. Is definitely a top order batter. But I tell you what, Ahmed, he does contribute significantly with the ball as well.
Oh, he's an all-action cricketer. Genuine fast bowler with the ball in hand. Genuine clean striker of the ball in that number 5, number 6 sort of position. And you're absolutely right. With the way he's been striking the ball, they could have used him up the order too. Slower delivery, punched away. Could have done a lot more with that. Hang on. Another misfield. The dew creating havoc.
Well, I certainly understand that, but you've got to keep your eyes on the ball. There's heavy dew out there, but you cannot afford to miss out on those opportunities. Singles being converted into doubles, and especially in a run chase with low scores, it's only going to hurt you.
Yeah, and if Ajman lose this game, then it'll be a curtain call on their D20 campaign. Oh, beautifully glided, late decision, and nicely controlled by Imran.
Smart stuff from Imran. Well, he's got through the tough phase of life in this innings where he faced Awais, but now he's finding his feet.
Yeah, that was very nicely played. Tall lad. Certain when he really cuts loose, he'll pack a punch. Afaq Shahid has played a very effective inning so far, 18 of 15. Just relieved the pressure that was building in the power play. Trying to pull off the front foot. He's a skiddy bowler, Saghir. Not easy to play that shot against him.
Absolutely. And Imran and Afaq have managed to stitch up a partnership which is vital for Team Emirates Blues. 131 is the target. I think they are on course so far. What Ajman would still be looking at is wickets. 9 good deliveries is what Adnan would be looking for.
Almost certainly. They need something to go their way. Just a slice of luck. Just an opening. Oh, he's ramped it again. There is third in the deep. And you called it, Rizwan. They needed that moment and they've got it.
And it's that man, Saghir, who's yet again created an opportunity in a wonderful catch taken in the deep third region.
Yeah, banged it in short. Imran Ayaz accepted the invitation. And Ismail with a safe catch. Was a good shot, but the field setting was in place for that dismissal. So Saghir, the magic man, does it again for Ajman. Imran Ayaz gone for 16, 47 for 2. When an explosive batter coming to the crease, Kamranatha. He was the stand-in captain of the Emirates Blues in Akif Raja's absence on national duty. And he is a real go-getter if there ever was one, Rizwan.
Absolutely, he's been quite instrumental with his batting. Slightly been off colour with the glove in hand. Leagued good amount of runs, I would say, in couple of encounters in the past. But he's compensated that with his batting.
Yeah, I think he has 3 half centuries in the D20 already. He's been in terrific form. Gets a good one from Saghir and safely played to get off the mark immediately. Good over for Ajman. They're back in the contest. 48 for 2. So Emirates Blues have just lost a wicket. So they will need some calm in the middle just to settle the dugout. And this young leg spinner will be looking to create yet further impact. He's been outstanding in the tournament this season. Essam Matiurab always chipped in with 2 or 3 wickets. But it is going to be tough with so much dew around, Rizwan.
Well, definitely highly energetic, quite animated. Opportunity created right off the first delivery. Straight into the hands of the fielder. And look at that celebration.
Yeah, it was too full to cut. Couldn't control it. And that is a huge blow to Emirates Blues. Esamat Yorub strikes very first ball. And that is a major strike. Fair delivery. Nothing wrong with that. Just got big on him. Sharp catch taken by Hamad. And he's absolutely livid with himself. A soft dismissal. And it's game on. 48 for 3. Well, you said it, Rizwan. Low scoring thriller could be on the offing, and it is. Emirates Blues have lost a flurry of wickets in the pursuit of 131.
Well, you cannot write off any team in D20 competition, I tell you what. Nasir Faraz comes out to the centre. He'll have to be the rescue ranger for team Emirates Blues. Can bat, packs a punch.
Oh, and he's done it time and again, hasn't he? It was the topspin delivery. Oh! Assam taking a tumble. Ran into Afaq, who's a solid unit to say the least.
Well, commitment, I would say. Absolutely full marks.
Like two bulls running into each other there. Both big lads. Apesh! Oh, just to the left of the point fielder. It's a lucky boundary, I would say, for Nasir Faraz.
Unfortunate for Assam, but Nasir Faraz will certainly take it. A boundary to get off the mark. Played towards the backward point region.
It was a touch wide. The shot was on. Big gap. In fact, that third had come into slip. So in the end, it was a very safe shot for Nasir Faraz. He's such a strong player of spin, especially on that back cut, that glide. But Assam should not be discouraged. Just needs to get the line right. Bowl it straighter. That's much more like it. Beautifully bowled. And he's been the one consistent spinner in this D20 who has always flighted the ball and got it to turn.
But he doesn't get carried away if he's being taken for runs. He comes back strongly. Beautiful yet again. A wonderful piece of effort there from the fielder. They look for two and get it comfortably.
Oh, there might be overthrows here. No, they'll have to... Oh, another misfield. Yeah, they could have had 3. That was a beautifully placed shot by Nasir Faraz. Bisecting 2 fielders. Saghir did really well to get a hand on it. But the way he likes to cut the ball, he could mistime one in the air yet again. You will be in the game. And Webber is telling him exactly that. That's his shot. Always fun to hear the wicket keepers in the stump mic. Lovely sweep. Big gap towards fine leg. And they're running on the throw. Will make it in time. Smart running. Smart shot selection. 8 overs gone. Emirates Blues trying to get back into the game. 56 for 3. Well, Imran Ayaz really struggled for his 16. Ahmed Tariq 6 and out. And Kamran Atta fell cheaply. Still a lot of batting to come. The likes of Shahrukh Ahmed, Harshit Seth, Shakib, Usaid Amin, even Akif Raja, coming off his Hong Kong Sixes exploits, will back himself. So no serious concern. But another couple of wickets here, Rizwan, and this match could be up for grabs.
Well, absolutely. I was about to say that. Couple of wickets in here. They'll get to the lower middle order of Team Emirates Blues. And as we all know, Ahmed, we've witnessed so many times. 1 brings in 2, 2 brings in 3.
Yeah, these wickets come like London buses, all in bunches. So Afaq Shahid, he needs to play his role. Just steady the ship. Knock off the required runs. Required run rate is just run a ball. Saghir Khan. Slower bouncer, beautifully bowled, and that was a good take by Webber. Difficult one.
Not an easy one with so much of dew there. He's done well. Well, there's no real rush of blood required coming in from Emirates. They've got everything under control. What matters the most is they should not give away any wickets at this juncture of the game.
Yeah, you can afford to be a bit watchful in your approach. You can take your time. There's no real hurry. Prodding at that one. It was that slow delivery once again. Need to be careful. Yeah, even if you win it by 19.5 overs, it all counts the same. You don't need to go hell for leather and try to finish it in 13, 14 overs. Just bide your time.
Absolutely. But what more often than not, what happens, Ahmed, it's the muscular instinct which takes you over it. So that's exactly what the batters have to be mindful about.
Oh, this is a chance! Just beyond the fine leg. Caught him by surprise with the bouncer. Afaq Shahid took the bait, but he's a very lucky chap indeed. Just ballooned over the fielder. Terrific change of pace and length. Trying to pull off the front foot. That's not a great idea, Rizwan or Rahman.
Absolutely. And Sagir, being Sagir, as we all know, can produce those variations. Definitely a wicket-taking bowler. He's hungry. He's starving for one.
Well, he's already got one, but he has a big appetite. That's for sure. Maybe the in-dipper. Oh, hard pull and gone in a flash. Wonderfully played by Afaq Shahid.
With pace on offer, anything down the leg side, that will be punished by Afaq. And as we notice, he's moved on to that 25 runs quite quickly.
Yeah, that is sometimes the issue with Sagir. He cannot bowl within himself. He's always looking for wickets, always pushing the margins, and sometimes that can backfire.
Absolutely. Sagir just got to be careful about those half trackers with pace on offer, especially when you have that fine leg quite wide and a lot of vacant area, a lot of real estate on offer onto the onside.
Plus the wet ball in your hand, difficult to grip. Oh, trying to cut a straight edge delivery. Afaq, you've already picked up a boundary. Just need to calm yourself and yeah, look to play straight. Don't be too over expansive with your stroke play. It's a difficult wicket.
Well, just gotta, when you got those boundaries, just look eye at, scoring about 6 to 7 runs and over. Let's have a look at the delivery. Beautiful one. This one much better coming in from Sagir.
Yeah, he was caught in two minds, trying to glide that behind point. And you can see it's difficult even to keep your spikes. Getting very muddy, getting stuck in the turf. Can be difficult for the fast man. Beautiful timing on that one. He really is a sweet striker of the ball. And they're running on the misfield. Well, that is not on. Great throw, but the damage had been done. 64 for 3 after 9. Only 4 bowlers used so far. 3 of them have had success. Awais was unlucky. Bowled a stirring spell in the power play. 3 overs done for 14. But if only they had maybe 160, 170 to defend here, Rizwan, then this game would have been right in the balance.
Yes, indeed. Well, they've got those boundaries once in a while, ensuring they're able to go with the run flow.
So Essam Matiur Rab back for his second over. Beautifully bowled. It's that topspin delivery, goes straight on after pitching.
And you've got to watch out for his dusra. Difficult to read, not an easy one. But as he's done a good job so far, Essam Matiur Rab.
Yeah, in terms of consistency, I would dare say he has been the best spinner in the D20. Performed really heroically for Ajman, even though results have not always gone their way. And gets that extra bounce as well. This is terrific stuff.
Cool-headed is Nasir Faraz. He's been in such situations many a times. Has rescued the teams that he's actually played for. It wouldn't bother him much. 67 required of 64, almost a run a ball.
Yeah, this situation is tailor-made for his style of batting. He likes to bat for time. He likes to apply himself. Run a ball will certainly not bother him. He's got that big hitting ability. And he's the ideal man for Emirates Blues in this scenario. Punchy drive towards extra cover. Will take a single. And a few quiet overs will not do them any harm, I feel.
Oh, absolutely, and I think it's one good over yet again, even though they can hunker down a little bit if required, because the required run rate is well within the reach.
And Afaq Shahid, he certainly packs a punch against the spinners. Anything loose, and he'll jump all over it. He's played a decent hand so far, 27 of 22. Oh, it was a drag down, didn't rise. Otherwise, that would have been whacked over long leg for half a dozen.
That was a poor delivery coming in from Mathieu Rabb. Lucky escape for him, I would say. Just did not get the connection right there.
Maybe that ball getting wet. A rare loose one from Assam. Thankfully, he got away with it. 65 needed of 61. Match is delicately poised. Oh, extra bounce. Beautifully bowled. And a tidy over from Assam. So 66 for 3 at the halfway stage. Another 65 required. Will it be smooth sailing for Emirates Blues? We'll find out after the drinks break.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम, हाँ मोहम्मद वसीम। बड़ा अच्छा लगा मुझे फिर से हमारी एकेडमी को ज्वाइन करके 7 डिस्ट्रिक्ट क्रिकेट एकेडमी। और आज ज़्यादा अच्छा ये लगा कि जब मैं इधर आया हूँ तो हमारे बच्चे भी ज़्यादा हो गए थे, मतलब एडमिशन हो रहे हैं, ट्रेनिंग अच्छी हो रही है, फैसिलिटीज़ अच्छी हैं। बड़ा अच्छा लगा इधर प्रैक्टिस करके। और आप भी अपने बच्चों को इधर एडमिशन कराएं और इंशाल्लाह अच्छी अच्छी फैसिलिटीज़ के साथ प्लेयर बनाएं।
Right then, we're here in this beautiful venue, 7 districts cricket ground. Excellent facilities here. They've got some magnificent net sessions here. They've got that bowling machine where you can just check your speed there. So overall, tremendous facilities, I would say. And at the moment, talking about the match, we're halfway through in the second innings, and MS Blues, they've lost 3 wickets. And I would say the match is pretty much hanging in the balance. By no means it is a wicket where you can just play those lofted shots. You need to apply yourself in the middle. So 1 wicket from team Ajman, and surely and shortly they will be coming back in this game. And a lot will be dependent on these couple of overs from this experienced campaigner Saghir. Nicely bowled, just back of the length, and smartly played by Afaq. He's well settled, overthrow, but no damage done.
Another low scoring thriller here. Uwais Ali hanging in the balance, like you said. 64 of 59. Looks simple when you look at your screen, but the pitch and the conditions is just slowing down enough. 7 wickets in hand. I think it's just one partnership away. On the other end, Ajman, they are hanging in here.
Short delivery, just holding on into the surface. And very lucky for Nasir. Excellent stop though. That could have easily gone in the hands of the fielder. Well, talking about the wicket, Asghar, I think there's a lot to offer, especially for the spinners. We've seen in the past 3 days we were playing on different surface, But today it is a new wicket, a new surface, and it has got plenty to offer for both the medium pacers and spinners.
A dry surface, square. There's been a lot of traffic throughout the tournament, back-to-back games, so it's just wear and tear.
Nicely ball once again. Slow delivery, a bit of a mix-up. This could be close. Oh, I think he's in a lot of trouble. The umpire would go upstairs, but by the naked eye, it seems like the batter is gone.
Huge mix-up, and Ajman, they are really giving it their all in the field. Good throw back to Sahir, and he's convinced that he's got him. What a mix-up.
That is what pressure does to you. Those dot deliveries coming in. Let's have a look. He's not even in the frame as of now. Close, and gone. What a moment in the game. Ajman are certainly putting up a fight.
Big moment. 4 down now. That was the wicket of Afaq Shahid as well, who was well settled, worked hard for his runs here. Mix up, and that's the end of him. 69 for 4.
Looking at the current scenario of the game, this was not required from Team Emirates Blues. All they needed was just run a ball almost, and they have lost a wicket, and that too in the form of a run out. Right then, in comes another very exciting talent and a very experienced seasonal campaigner. Shahrukh Ahmed makes his way in the middle, and this is one man you would want to get out early.
Again, another slow bouncer. Oh! The wicket keeper makes a meal of it. That one just spun on him as well. Poor Weber gonna feel for him, but that is not the result Ajman wanted at this stage.
Yeah, you can see he just got that awkward bounce in the end, right there. And look at that, Zaghir. He was fuming. He was absolutely furious with his keeper there. But rightfully said, Asghar, I think there was nothing much the youngster could do there.
Yeah, that once it pitch landed in front of him, just gripped and turned. It's hard to react when this sort of take you have to grab. It's a tough one for the youngster.
Yeah, grip and turn even in the outfield there. Nicely bowled. Once again, targeting the stumps. And this is what is required from Team Emirates Blues. They still have 6 wickets in hand. They're not really chasing a huge total. So all they have to do is just show some game awareness, play smart, and stay right till the end. And what that will do, Asghar, is just going to put extra pressure on the opponents and frustrate them. And that is where there will be opportunities for those loose deliveries.
That was the run out. Slow delivery. The problem was Nasser Faraz took 3 or 4 paces down the pitch. And by that time when he said no, Afaq had no chance.
Yeah, and I think he had all the right to be upset with his partner. He called and then he sent him back. Big moment in the game.
Thrown him down the river. Brilliant Yorker from Sahir to end that over. Ajman, they are putting up a fight. End of 11 overs, 74 for 4.
Well, this game is nicely hanging in the balance, and a very important partnership needs to be built in the middle between these two batters in the middle. Nasir Faraz, of course, we know he can shift gears. And talking about Shahrukh Ahmed, a very explosive batter. Nicely cut away with a lot of power behind the shot. And they'll settle for a single. And this is what is required, just the singles and doubles.
No need to panic at this stage for Emirates Blues. It's all about keeping it simple. Run a ball. You just look to work the ball into the gaps. There's enough encouragement for the spinners though, but I think there's a lot of pressure on Ajman. They need to really consistently take wickets. That's where Emirates Blues, they can sit in and wait and just frustrate them.
Yeah, and also you need a batter of a type like Shahrukh Ahmed. He's technically very sound, will keep on rotating strike, and is lightning quick between the wickets. Oh, straight away going for that reverse sweep. I'm not too sure with the ploy if that is required.
Well, that was pretty ambitious. Normally he looks to play straight. Maybe. That was a bit of premeditative stuff from him outside off stump. There's good captaincy, having a slip in. Or just pulls out. Somebody maybe behind the bowler's arm, some sort of distraction, so pulled out just in time.
It's a very crucial over for Isam Rab, one of the wicket takers. Tossed up delivery, driven beautifully by Shahrukh, and he's going to be off the mark with a single. So certainly he's going to release a lot of tension, a lot of early nerves when you come on to bat.
Yeah, like you mentioned, he's a very much a seasoned pro and likes these sort of situations. The toughness is there, always willing to do the job for the team. Nasir Faraz, he's got to kick on here.
Beautifully bowled yet again, an excellent bit of fielding. And this is what is required in the fielding department, and that is going to uplift the mood in the camp.
Excellent from Ahmad. He's a brilliant fuseman. That area certainly saved few runs.
A lot of width offered, and once again, terrific stuff. This is what is required, Asghar, and dot balls is definitely put the pressure on Team Emirates Blues.
Back to back, those hard square cuts, and Ahmad is on a bit of a trial there. Normally you see early morning, those coaches just firing them in back to back, but he is equal to the task. This time whipped away fine. It's going to be a couple good placement there from Nasir Faraz. That will conclude the over. 78 for 4 Emirates Blues after 12 overs.
Pretty decent last over we witnessed by none other than Isam Rab, one of the leading wicket takers in this tournament, and it says in the top 5 rankings in the bowling section. 53 required in 48. On paper it looks simple, but it's a tough wicket to bat on. Oh, too close to cut. And I think he just did not read that arm delivery.
Well, he needs to be careful because it does hurry them off the surface. Bowls at a different trajectory, Ismail. Not a big turner of the ball in terms of side spin, but he does slide them on quickly. Nasir Faraz. This time with, and he gets the cut shot past that fielder. It's going to be another couple of runs here. Good player of spin, Nasser. He will hold the key here.
Yeah, that's what's required in the middle. Just take those singles and just wait for the bad deliveries. And so far, Nasir Faraz is playing a very sensible and very mature innings. On the other end, Shah Rukh has just walked in. Nicely bowled Nasir Faraz. Yeah, he was a little hesitant for a moment. The moment he hit that shot and slipped as well. So, lucky. Beautifully bowled once again. Looking for two. They'll settle for a single.
This is good from Nasser. That he's been able to rotate strike here, milking the spinners around, and he's got an ideal sort of partner in as well. Shah Rukh is a busy player. Both can run well between the wickets. Very quick and look at him use his feet here. Inside edge though. Towards that vacant mid-wicket area. Was pushing for that second, not there. Great bit of athleticism from Saghir as well, coming all the way from deep mid-wicket.
Well, now, Asghar, the question is that who's going to be the fifth bowler? We've only seen 4 bowlers being utilized in this game. Short delivery and nicely tucked away. Sensible batting by both the batters in the middle. So, what are the options here? We have Wajid Khan. And apart from that, Faiz Naqwa getting a debut game. I'm not too sure if he can bowl. So not much options. Has to be Wajid Khan.
Yeah. Not a bad choice either on this surface. If he bowls the right length with those slow cutters as well, could be handy. Oh, beautifully done. Just let that ball come under his eyes and guide it towards that short third man. Excellent period of play for Emirates Blues. These two are looking comfortable now. 13 gone, 86 for 4.
There you go. This is what I was discussing in the previous over. Avais, he's got 1 over under his sleeve. Ismail is done for the night. Picked up 1 wicket, gave 35. Saghir, he's got 1. Isam is going to be bowling maybe the next over. It's going to be interesting if the captain is going to be going with that decision, but then that 5th bowler is a concern and they don't have any more options in this game. They are playing just the 5 bowlers. There is no part-timers in this game.
That will be a big call for Adnan al-Mulk and a slightly concern as well at this stage. These are world-class facilities at the 7 District Cricket Academy for emerging cricketers to come and really upskill their game. Fantastic opportunity for all cricketers here in the UAE to come and experience these world-class facilities to get your game to the next level. Well, Nasser Faraz is looking comfortable, 19 of 21, and that equation, 45 of 42. It should be simple if they keep their head and just don't lose wickets.
Yeah, it's going to be Sam to bowl out his quota of 4 overs. Flighted delivery in no rush. It seems like Nasir Faraz is playing a very mature innings. So this is what I was discussing, Asghar. Now this is going to frustrate Team Ajman, and that is where they'll try to flight the ball. They just try to be a little wayward. This is where Team Emirates Blues need to be smart and cash on those loose deliveries.
Absolutely, and Adnan al-Mulk, the skipper, is running out on options as well. Use of the feet here. That's beautifully done. Wow. That is some shot from Shah Rukh down the pitch and all the way for 6.
Well, quite fittingly using his feet to his advantage, Shah Rukh Ahmed. Excellent foot movement there. And he's played a very courageous shot down the ground. There you go. He's got a very good solid connection on this one. And that has gone into the bushes. Look at that. A man full of confidence. New balls, please. Well, that was the six they were looking for. They needed that. And now it's almost come down to run a ball. 38 in 40. Well, it is Emirates Blues games to lose from here onwards. So all they have to do is just stay in the middle. You do not want to be a new batter coming at this stage of the game. So Shahrukh, all he has to do is show some game awareness. He's already gotten the 6 runs required. Now we can just nudge around and just milk around and take those singles and doubles.
Absolutely, Avas Ali. 38 of 40. It's regulation stuff. It's about just keeping it along the carpet. 1 out boundary will come. That shot was a special one. Serious cricket shot. Courageous as well. And went towards mid-on. Slightly against the angle. Not an easy shot to execute against quality leg spin.
Oh, absolutely. And when you can see Sam Mathur Rabi is getting that extra purchase from this track. Oh, this is going to be very close. Was the
previous delivery, the next delivery, a straight delivery. There was no need to just play that shot, and it wasn't a hard reverse sweep by either. He's just trying to paddle it around the corner for the sake of a couple of runs, maybe. He's given a sniff back to Ajman. Looked really promising, Shahrukh Ahmed, but he'll be really disappointed with that shot. 93 for 5 now.
Well, my question remains the same, Asghar. Why play that kind of a shot in this kind of a situation where you know you've already gotten that important 6 runs, and after that you try to just reverse sweep, not required, and that too against Isam, was one of the most experienced bowlers in this tournament.
Well, that is a question, brutally honest, that it really was a brain fade. To be honest, there was no need to go for that one. And there was no reason. Oh, another sweep shot gets beaten. When you get opposition on the mat and you just need under 6 runs per over, it's all about keeping it simple.
And there you go, that was the last wicket. Trying to reverse sweep, was in no position whatsoever, and that is plumb in front. Nicely bowled once again by Isam, so it's turning out to be a good over for Team Ajman.
Isam once again picking up another wicket. As long as they keep on losing wickets, they will keep Ajman in the game. And all of a sudden, again, the pressure is back on Blues.
Well, there's no fine leg in place. They've moved that fielder to short mid. That is a very interesting move. Nicely flighted once again. And Nasir has played a nice shot and is definitely going to be holding the key if Emirates Blues have to win this game. It's 14 gone. The match is nicely poised. Emirates Blues 95 for 5. Well, 36 in 36 looks quite simple on paper. But then again, looking at the conditions, by no means Ajman team is going to make it easy for Team Emirates Blues. What does your win predictor say, Asghar?
I'm not so good like Ahmed Khwaja with his predictions, but I just feel that Emirates Blues still, they got their noses in this game. But if they keep playing reckless cricket, this is going to make it really difficult for them.
And there you go. That's the fifth bowler, Wajid, being introduced in the 15th over. And straight away he's on the money. So dot balls is what is required for Team Ajman. And every dot delivery, I'm telling you, they're going to have a lot of pressure on them, Emirates Blues.
Absolutely. But as a top class batter, when you're playing at this level, a couple of dot balls must not panic you. Cracking shot through the offside. Nobody moves. This is the Nasser Faraz we know. That was thumped hard through the offside.
They were struck with some severe force. Look at that sound. Oh, tremendous. So pleasing to the eye when this man gets going. And he's gotten 4 important runs in the context of play. Well, looking at the conditions and the situation, Asghar, I wouldn't mind bringing their premier bowler Awais right now after this over.
Dabbed away on the offside. Yeah, West, they're a bowler down. I feel the composition of the side, they could have had another spinner or a genuine strike bowler. 100 up for Emirates Blues. They'll be forced to bring West back in if they have any chance in this game.
Yeah, the point I'm trying to make is if there's one big over from Wajid or any other bowler, that one over from Awais is completely going to be wasted. Might as well just get him now. And if you can pick one wicket and that of Nasir Faraz, there is not much batting left for Emirates Blues. There you go. Onto the stumps, on target. And you'll get just a single. So Said doesn't have to do anything silly. If you talk about Emirates Blues, singles is what they need here, Asghar.
You've got to stop those singles as well because the game is just drifting away. Yeah, absolutely, completely agreed on that one, that they need to bring in OS to force an error again. Vacant mid-wicket area, another single.
Yeah, this is very smart bowling by Wajid. He has seen this wicket. He's played a lot of cricket in this ground and he's reading the conditions really well. So not offering any pace to either of the batters, and that is the right way to go about getting all his variations. Short delivery, cut away nicely. It's into the gap. And looking for 2. They will get it come for... Oh, in fact, it's gone for a boundary. Welcome 4 runs for Team Emirates Blues.
This boundary just might really hurt Ajman here. Not much to defend. Short delivery again. That's the problem. And you don't have a regular bowler who can come in and apply pressure. Valiant effort, but it's just gone through for a boundary. 15 overs gone. 106 for 5.
Right then it's going to be Saghir to be bowling the 16th over. Well, I think that's not a bad ploy. Either Saghir or Awais Ahmed. Saghir needs to bring all his experience into play, needs to go for that block hole deliveries, those devastating Yorkers, and I would say he's a specialist in doing that, especially with the old ball.
The only way for Ajman is to pick up 5 wickets. They need 5 pieces of brilliance in the field or with the ball. This is as simple as that. Forget about those 30 deliveries defending 25. That's not possible.
Oh, was that a catch? Nicely bowled once again by Saghir. Bowling that short, slower bouncer. Held up into the surface and came really late onto the batter.
That was beautifully bowled again. One of those slow bouncers which Webb was having a little trouble to gather as well. Because that Ball, when it bounces next to the keeper, you can see that whole area is the footmarks of the bowlers running through has made it quite awkward as well in there.
Yeah, I'm sure, and there must be some signal as well from the bowlers. Usually they do have those signals to the keepers. That's up in the air. Is that an opportunity? Oh, very lucky for Usaid. This could have gone anywhere in the field.
He almost gifted his wicket away there. But that is a low full toss. And two end of the bat there. Sahir trying his level best to make a breakthrough.
Yeah, clearly we can see the idea was right from Usaid. He just wanted to nudge it towards the mid wicket, but in the end, played a lofted shot. Full and straight. Nasir is in no hurry whatsoever. Smart batting, I would say.
Yeah, he's played a lot of cricket here and he's played a lot of cricket back home, especially the long form domestic cricket in Pakistan. These sort of situations are just tailor-made for him. Yes, he can hit the long ball, but he's got that experience of seeing his team through in a tough situation like this where they just need to bat properly.
Driven beautifully, but into the hands, and somehow they will scamper for a single due to that misfield.
Fielding has been touch sloppy, especially in the last couple of overs. The game is on the line. Ajman, well, this could be the end for them in this competition. Those hopes may just end here of qualifying and ending up in the top fours.
Beautifully bowled, targeting the stumps, and nicely played by Nasir Faraz, showing the full face of the bat. Yeah, all of a sudden now, Asghar, you can see that the body language and the energy has completely gone down of Team Ajman, and that is not good signs. There's still 20 runs to win on this surface. Well, me being a captain, I would never give up.
And that's the name of the game. Never give up. Very important words you said, but you got to back it up with some sort of plan. Have the field up. That single again. That begs the question. We will talk more about it in the next over. 16 over. It's done. 112 for 5. That's the end of a Sahir spell. 1 for 23 of his 4.
Last 4 overs remaining in this innings. Still 19 to win. In a desperate need of a breakthrough is Team Ajman. And they're still sticking with Wajid. And comes back to that same topic, Asghar. At 1 over of Awais, it's completely going to go down the drains if Wajid goes for plenty.
Again lofted straight down the ground. To be brutally honest, Awais Ali, at this stage of the game, when game is already gone from your grasp, I would have bring all the fielders in the ring. Maybe have 2 or 3 on the fence on those critical areas, and bring my premium bowler and make my mind up. Crack through the offside. Little fumble will allow a single. To have those fielders inside the ring and ask the batter, there are no singles. If you want to finish the game, go over the top and hit couple of shots. You may go on to lose the game with 2 overs to spare, but at least you are giving yourself a chance.
Full toss, that's been slogged towards the mid wicket, and he has got a lot of bat on this one. And that was the over I was talking about, and they have gotten the run. So it's 11 now to win in just 21 deliveries. What a shot.
Loose delivery from Wajid. And it's been hit away. all the way for 6. Now it's just a matter of time here. Only 11 required. Another poor delivery and it's gone through here. Desperate effort from Weber. Couple of runs. So they're inching closer. Strange tactics towards the end when you need just run a ball. You might well just attack and hope to induce a mistake rather than waiting for a mistake from the batters. And Usad and Nasser haven't made any mistake in the last few overs. Use of the feet there. Worked away on the onside for another single. Another disappointing performance from Ajman with the bat. They hung in with the ball, but not enough runs. One feels. Yes, there's a wear and tear on this track, but still you need at least 150. Nasser is playing a solid innings. Few words on the way through in Pashto. Last ball of the 17th. 6 required. Sad goes. Looks to go over the top, just short of Adnan al-Mulk. Another single. 17 overs gone. 126 for 5.
Batter, left arm round.
Awais Ahmed has been brought back into the attack, but one feels it's already too late now. Just 5 required for Emirates Blues. Starts off with a foolish delivery. Driven down the ground for a single. One shot away. Now, Emirates Blues. Oh, he was looking for that second one as well. Another disappointing performance from Ajman. A game which they desperately needed to win. Just did not turn up with the bat. Nicely played from Nasser. He's played a very good hand. On 32 now. Run a ball knock, but that was what was required for Emirates Blues. And Usad, he's been brilliant. With the ball, whenever he got opportunity, he's made some useful runs down the order for Emirates Blues. Very good cricketer to have in your side, Usad Amin. Another single, well, just inching closer. 2 more required. Awais is bowled well, but wicketless. They needed to take wickets up front. This man is very, very important member of Ajman. A wholehearted cricketer, gives his 100%. Even now, he's putting in the energy. Slow delivery. A great trier as well. Awais Ahmed. Ajman batting really let them down. In an important game like this, you need at least 150. 150 on this track would have been a lot more competitive. There's plenty of traffic, wear and tear, a little bit of spin. Oh, good delivery. That one came in Again, that surface is providing enough assistance. Not an easy surface where you can head through the line and really go after the bowling. There's enough there, but there is a fine line as well. I think 150 is par on this track. 131, you need a miracle to defend. Need to bowl out the opposition. Oh, another bouncer there from Avas to end the over. 18 gone, 129 for 5. Oh, beautifully bowled from Wajid. Wanted to smash him through the leg side to get the game done. Gets beaten there, Usad Amin. Ajman putting up a fight. There's no doubt about that. They done well with the ball. Just hung in at moments. This time is gone here. Looking to finish the game off. Madon was up in the ring and he picks out the man. That's the end of Hussain. Not an easy wicket. Like I said before as well, hitting through the line. This tactic, fair delivery, could have been employed a lot earlier. We were emphasizing on that point to have that extra fielder inside the ring. Usad played a useful hand. He's gone for 20. It's 129 for 6. Your batsman is Shakib. Comes in with just 2 runs required. Asking for middle stump. Now he's checking leg stump. Getting ready to face Wajid. Can he get this one away to finish the game off? Worked away. Nicely done from Shakib. And pushing for the second, and that's the end of the game. So he's got a couple of runs, and Emirates Blues, they are home now by 4 wickets. Convincing victory at the end. Set up by the bowlers and some responsible batting in the middle order. Especially Nasser Faraz unbeaten there. Look at that delivery. Clipped away beautifully. And coming back for the second. A disappointing campaign there for Ajman. Once again, batting has really let them down tonight. Bowlers, they put up a good show. Sam Mathura doing a good job as well in the middle overs, picking up wickets. They were 51 for 1 in the 6th overs at the end of the first power play. But after that, they lost their way. Nasser Faraz doing a mighty fine job, a sensible innings, and Emirates Blues, they will be thrilled to get another victory under their belt. Handshakes all round. Ajman, they got one game remaining and they will gonna have to play for their pride. That's the batting guard. Imran made 16 at the top. Ahmed fell early. Caught and bowled Ismail for 6, 28 for Afaq, and 32 in the middle from Nasser, 20 odd by Usaid Amin. 15 extras in such a low scoring game, Ajman. They were not great in that department. Emirates Blues getting over the line with the overs to spare, 4 wickets in hand. A comfortable victory at the end. As far as the bowling is concerned, West needed to pick up wickets. He's bowled economically but wicketless. 2 wickets for Assam, who kept the hopes alive along with Sahir, Ismail and Wajid picking up wicket each. Those 15 extras quite hurting for Ajman. These are the highlights. Defending 131. And that was a big wicket. Straight away, getting a wicket of Ahmed Tariq was a special one. Imran played a few good shots, and Afaq just hung in as well. Square of the wicket. That was a nice shot as well. And these two were looking good until this happened. Imran got out. Another wicket. At that stage, they were in the game. That was the run out. Big mix up and a set batter. Afaq got out. That stage they needed to apply pressure. Shahrukh, strange shot, got himself out trying to play that reverse sweep. Usaid was brilliant with vital partnership with Nasser, and that was the last wicket. Usaid looking to break free, caught at mid-on. That's the match summary of the match number 28. 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 powered by Fancode. Ajman batting first, 130 for 8 in 20 overs. Hamdan Tahir top score with 38. 2 wickets each for Usaid Amin, Harshad Seth and Raja Akifullah Khan picking up 2 wickets. In reply, 131 for 6. Nasser Faraz unbeaten, 32. 2 wickets there for Assam Matthew Rab. Emirates Blues won by 4 wickets. It's a comfortable victory for them. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the post-match presentation ceremony.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 powered by Fancode. In match number 28, Ajman were put into bat first and were bowled out for 130. In reply, Emirates Blues chasing in 18.2 overs and have won this game comprehensively by 4 wickets. Commencing ahead, we would be moving on for the awards of the night, and the award will be given by our match official, Mr. Nadeem Anjum. And the player of the match goes to none other than Usaid Amin for his brilliant all-round performance. He scored those 20 vital runs and also picked up those crucial 2 wickets in just 4 overs and gave away 15 runs. सबसे पहले तो बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो क्या गेम प्लान था आपकी, क्या स्ट्रैटेजी थी आप आने से पहले मैच में?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो थैंक टू अल्लाह। और स्ट्रेटजी यही है थी कि जो हमें रोल दिया जा रहा है हमने उस पर पूरा उतरना है। बेसिकली मैं बैटिंग ऑलराउंडर हूँ, पर जो मेरी टीम में मेरी रिक्वायरमेंट है मैं उस पर पूरा उतरूँ, चाहे वो बॉलिंग पे हो, बैटिंग पे हो, फील्डिंग पे हो।
आज की कंडीशंस बहुत मुश्किल थे, विकेट काफ़ी टफ था, तो आपने कैसे अडेप्ट किए यहाँ पे?
कोशिश यही कर रहे थे कि कंटेन करें, और वो कंटेन करने में बॉलिंग अच्छी होगी और विकेट्स मिल गई, तो वही टर्निंग पॉइंट था हमारा।
आखिरी सवाल, ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच आप किसको डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे?
ये ऑब्वियसली अपनी फैमिली को, पेरेंट्स को मेरे, जो वो हर वक्त मैच देखते हैं, अभी भी देख रहे होंगे शायद, उनको मैं अवार्ड डेडिकेट करना चाहूँगा। इट्स माय फर्स्ट अवार्ड इन एमरेट्स D20।
Well, congratulations. Congratulations and best of luck. You were phenomenal tonight. Right then, that's all from the post-match presentation, and let's head back once again upstairs to the comm box.
Thank you very much, Uwais Ali and Usad Amin with his brilliant man of the match performance. These are the two results we have saw today. In the first game, Dubai won by 11 runs against Sharjah, and Emirates Blues winning by 4 wickets at the Emirates D20, powered by Fancode. Plenty of action line up for tomorrow. 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 powered by Fancode. The match number 29 will be taking place between Emirates Blues and Fujairah at 5:30 p.m. local time. And the last of the day, 9:30 p.m. local time, Ajman will be taking on Dubai, live and exclusive from the 7 District ground in Ajman. Till then, goodbye from Combox.